Oh wait, it just started automatically this time, I think. That's
Hmm.
weird. It's faster now.
We're live.
Okay. Um,
I think we are.
yes, you're correct.
Yes.
So,
Welcome to Candlelight.
this again. Okay, great.
Mortals.
This is great. So, we'll start with well, I'm gonna do sort of the introduction to the session after we do character introductions. So I'll let you guys introduce your characters now, and then we'll sort of introduce the session itself. So I'm just gonna have you guys introduce your characters. Then we'll do read your beliefs and instincts just to sort of get used to that. I also have some music on the Roll20, so I'll probably be playing that just to start getting into the mood. Um, got some cool tracks here. So we'll start with Sigmund.
That's me.
Yes.
So I need to describe myself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. So Sigmund is a rather tall man in his young 20s. He's let's say 6'2", and he looks like he used to be in very good shape. He looks very fit, except now he's wearing nothing but rags. He's extremely dirty and hasn't seen a bath in obviously months or years. He has bruises all over his body, and he walks. What's the word?
With a
He,
limp?
he,
I don't think
no,
you.
what with the bent forwards.
Yeah, he has like a gaunt. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
goose.
exactly. And he tries not to make himself noticed, but fails miserably, generally speaking. As for his beliefs, my first belief is I will clear my name and reputation by surviving this mission. And the second is I am convinced that there is something important in the lost city, and I will bring it back to Dawn Keep.
Okay.
Um, my other beliefs are
Your
undecided yet.
your other beliefs are undecided because you still have two. Actually, yeah, because you have two that you still need to figure out. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm okay with you taking your time on those. That's totally
thank you.
fine. And your instinct is I will never allow someone to speak ill of my God. I do like that one. That one's very nice. Um, okay, so next I'll go to, let's say, Dustin, how about you?
Alright.
Tell us about Finley.
I am playing Finley Dodger. I am a city-born urchin, criminal, con artist. Those were my life paths. Let's see. I've been drafted into the army by a mistaken identity. Totally not my fault. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty. I've been sickly as a child, so like, I'm not like completely like fully healthy, and
Yeah, he's actually yeah, I would actually like to see it's
I'm
kind of
kind
interesting.
of weasel-like in appearance.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
I'm very shifty and quick to move away from a fight.
Yeah.
That's my beliefs are right now. Get the bloody map maker to teach me to read a map, so I might get out of here, out of this light forsaken forest, so I can hopefully see a real dawn. Uh, there's an unhealthy amount of power and money in the church. I will proceed personal funds in time. I've set up a scheme that will be claimed if I claim it by claiming this bet on Sigmund, which I did that last session, which
Hmm.
will hopefully get me some money. And I only value those who have money. Otherwise, I can't take any. I will find someone among the group who would make a good mark.
Yep.
And I don't have a special belief. My instincts are, if there's a worthy mark, I know con them. Never fight fairly against a larger opponent, and Vampires terrorized my hometown. I will never do anything to displease them.
Yep. Hopefully there are no vampires in the middle of the woods.
Yeah,
Which
that would suck.
usually they
But
don't.
surely there won't be any vampires.
Usually they don't really show up around here. So Carl, well, you're the co-DM. You don't count as you don't matter.
Carl, tell us about your character that doesn't exist.
Well, he is the monster master, but sorry, monster meister.
So, Carl, what monsters are we going to see today?
Well, he can't tell you, obviously.
Yes,
That would be cheating. Anyway, Leo, you're up.
My character is my character is a cartographer who has PTSD from when he tried to move out of this town and was attacked by something evil.
Something evil.
Very, very scary.
Yes.
He has injured left arm that never healed properly, and always tries to avoid combat. He is hateful of all children, believes in the quest for sunlight, and trusts Melanie Merle with his life.
It's actually pronounced Merle.
Melanie Merle.
Yep.
I thought you said numero uno, so I was like,
And just like meta-wise, you don't actually know her real name, because I think she would have told you her name is Eloise. But
I trust Eloise.
I don't know if I should change that on your sheet. I'm just doing it because like her name is listed as Melanie, but like her fake name is not. So I think
my nature is to run away from anything dangerous, and I'm the person the navigator for the group.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
That skill, you need only that skill. Don't have any other skills.
But that skill basically saved us last time, because otherwise you guys wouldn't have known where you were going at all. So that's good. Cool. Okay, Silver, your turn.
Sorry, I had to hit the button. Anyway, so would I introduce her as Eloise or Melanie in this case?
You could do Eloise. Get into your character within a character within a character.
Alright, well, with the real name Melanie Merle, she's actually a witch that was born in a mountain village outside of the kingdom of Candlelight. Her mother was killed by the church, and she swore revenge. She specializes in shadow sorcery and follows the god of shadows. She entered into the city posing as a normal citizen in order to act out her plan and was recruited as a Dawnseeker. She enjoys drinking and has an appreciation for alcohol as a tool used for relaxation and pleasure. The village she was born in was home to a group of mysterious witches who enjoy life in excess and act very charismatic in order to lure people to them, usually siphoning secrets from them by, being generally nice to them and acting open-ended. They've lived a life of secrecy all this time, and because of the actions that happened to her mother by the church, that's why she's infiltrated inside of them, hoping to seek out revenge and destroy the system. As for her beliefs, she does not want to raise suspicions with the church. She won't let anything jeopardize this expedition in order to keep herself safe. She hates the church with a passion. She will infiltrate the church and feed them false information in order to start a panic. Information and friendships are what she believes are best found through drunkenness, and will bond with other recruits through alcohol, if she can. Her instincts. That if she finds something useful, then she won't let it go to waste. She'll drink all of the liquid, eat all of the meal, use all of the tools excess, and such like that. Whenever she's in a dark place, though, she'll secretly pray to her god. Whenever there is an opportunity to rest, she'll take it.
Alright, nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay, and last but not least, no, definitely not least,
I guess as well, she also goes by Eloise Dawnbird in terms of the party knowing her.
Eloise Dawnbird is your cover name. Yes.
Alias.
Okay, Umbra, your
Oh,
turn.
and she has a dog named Schneider.
Yes, the
I
dog.
almost forgot about that.
Right. The dog. People tend to forget pets, but they actually tend to be very useful. All right, Umbra, your turn.
Playing Erin Dawnstrider. She's a youthful female acolyte who was originally raised and adopted by a hunter before she became an acolyte.
Okay.
She's
And
she's got a secret she's hiding from the group, namely to her species.
yes.
And
of
well,
course,
she's more of the, you could say, really devout and faithful sort to the Church of the Sun.
of course. So your beliefs are.
Her beliefs are, I want to explore the ruins and unearth what stories they hold.
Mm-hmm.
I seek to gather the fragments of the sun so I can restore light into this dark world. This lost city should give us clues about the fragments. Knowledge can be gathered from others. I will try to learn one thing from each of my companions.
Yeah. And then last session, you found out that Finley was from another city.
Oh, yeah.
And then your instincts.
I will always try to learn new things given the opportunity.
Yep.
I always keep my sword at the ready in a hostile environment. I will always listen to the stories from the locals whenever I visit a new settlement.
We got revising that last one. Actually, like that one makes more sense now. So, would you consider this place to be a hostile environment?
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. And then yeah, I do like. So question actually for your last instinct. Would this also count as a new settlement? Because it is kind of an abandoned city. It's not really like a place where people live. Are you gonna start talking to the cultists? Like, I'm curious. Because they're the only people you know.
I would start talking to the cultists.
Okay, great, good, okay, awesome, great, okay.
I actually would listen to their stories because it's not like I'm aware they're cultists.
Well, you would be, but that's all right. We'll move on.
Right. See, I would listen to their stories.
Mm-hmm. Great. You'll learn something from them, I'm sure. So, I'll start the actual session. Carl, did you want to say anything now that we can go back?
Monster Meister is here.
Great. Good to know.
You asked what monsters shall appear upon you. The only monsters that shall appear are of darkness, unknown to your eyes. You do not know what they are, but you shall fear pain. Grudge your soul.
Pain of not knowing.
Yeah.
The worst pain of all.
I'm practically dying as we speak. The tension is choking me.
Yeah, hooray!
The only monsters you must fight come from within.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na.
What is this? A look inside yourself? This is the
Yes.
true monster that you are.
Yes, Dark
No,
Souls.
the true monster is mad.
Well then, we will actually begin now. So I will start with my introduction, and then from there, and then from there, I'm going to actually ask for a roll from all of you. But after that, you're free to do anything you'd like.
Okay.
So let me switch tracks here.
I have a quick question. You got my
Yes.
journal, didn't you?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, good.
I'm
I'm gonna be adding into that in periodic time, so I don't fucking forget all the stuff that we're working on.
I'm just gonna move it over to my folder actually before we start, so that way, because I have everything like organized. Got it memorized. No, organized. Axel.
Jesus, get out of here, Axel.
Okay, there. Moved it over. So I will start.
This is not the Kingdom Hearts panel.
So, you guys have all been traveling through the fog for what feels like a few hours, but it would be indistinguishable from traveling several days. Without sunlight, it's hard to gauge accurate time. You follow the large landmark in the distance that can be seen from miles away. How long you've been outside the city is unclear, as there is no sun to show the passage of time. You could guess it is nearing the evening based on your own exhaustion. Through the fog and the mist, a large broken structure can be seen reaching over the hilltops as the trees start to break apart. The wide, dim horizon can be seen in the distance. At the top of the roadside trail is a lost city that the church is investigating, obscured by the mist and haunted by monsters. Beyond the hills are a mountain range that cuts through the mist in the horizon. The clouds above are gray and lightless, making it very hard to see ahead. But even if the road ahead is clouded, you Dawnseekers will forge a path with the light. And just for the record, Melanie, you obviously recognize the mountains in the distance because as you're kind of coming over the hill, you can see them a little clearer.
So this would be I would be able to tell where we are in a way.
In a way, because you would have gone through here.
Right, to get to the city.
Mm-hmm. But you might not have gone through this lost ruin, but you would have gone down this way.
We found the ruin that fast?
I would have noted the landmarks at least.
Same.
Well, you're not really sure how long it might have been. I mean, you might have had to camp and stop. I mean, that's what we're going to establish now is how long it would have taken you guys. So what I'm going to ask for you first is you're going to have to make fort tests for exhaustion because you guys have been traveling for a fairly long time. So the obstacle for the fort test is 2, but if you're wearing armor, it's going to be obstacle 3. So everyone who's wearing armor...
what kind of armor?
Not me.
Is it just any kind of armor? Okay, so even my light armor would count then?
Yes, that's correct.
The map maker has failed.
Okay, so you failed and you got 2 1s. It's a good
He
thing.
has fallen.
It's a good thing we have not playing Shadowrun.
Yeah. Alright, let me pull up my sheet.
Okay, you failed, but you have a 6, so you could try to re-roll that if you'd like.
So I just hit the roll 4 button?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then set obstacle 2.
I don't have any modifiers.
Oh, well, yeah, you're not wearing armor either, so you're fine. Well, no, you're not fine. You're forced
So
to get
what's the
attacked.
Artha?
0, unless you want to use Persona.
Okay, and then base obstacle is 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, nice job, Sigmund. Okay.
I didn't see what I rolled yet.
Oh my gosh.
You got
How did we all fail obstacle 2?
I got 2, and then there's a 6 there.
Well, the fact that you're wearing armor is what makes the big difference here. Like, if you weren't carrying supplies and trying
Am I able to reroll if I use Fate or whatever it is?
Well, I was going to ask Umbri first, because she also got a 6. She could reroll hers, so I want to know if she's...
Fate.
Okay, let me just mark that first, and then you can roll at 6 now. I'll start marking it.
What if I do this slowly?
See, okay, if you do this slowly, then you would be kind of pacing yourself a little bit more, but it would I would say it would take long. You would slow everyone in the party down by doing that. So if
I think we need to. We've all failed.
Yeah, if you basically. If you fail, then it's going to make it take a lot longer for the party.
Yeah, so I will do this slowly since everyone's already failed.
Okay. But if you succeed, you'll be able to make it, but it'll still take more.
Or get the 3rd required success.
I don't see
yeah.
what the point of speed is in the first place.
It does. So you would actually.
What about the speed we're comfortable with?
Okay, so what does going slowly give me?
Gives you an extra die.
Okay, so...
Because elves would get 2, but you're not an elf, so just 1.
Elves
Am I able to walk slowly, or...?
When you already rolled.
Yeah, okay. So let me just.
You can spend your fate though if you wanted.
How many do I have?
It's on your sheet under your skills and stats.
Well, I failed anyway, so.
Here, let me see.
Yeah.
It's
You do have a 6 though.
Fate.
I don't think I'll spend my fate on this one though.
You don't? Okay.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it listed?
It would be it's at the bottom near where Arthur and Epiphanies is. So you have 4 fate points. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use one.
Okay. So
Alright, so I just roll a 1d6.
Yes, that's correct.
So what's the thing for that? For the chat?
Just roll a /1, roll 1d6. And then let me put this here.
That's a 2. So I don't think I.
No, you don't succeed.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So let me.
I'm in fairly good shape, and I don't have any stuff on me. So,
You're the only
Before
one.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you're like, woo! And everyone else is like,
This is fun!
You got no clothes, almost.
You're like just looking forward, like, come on, guys, and everyone else is like on the floor, like.
Everybody's just looking at you with like a glare. It's just like, you little shit.
How is he so fit?
How is he so fucking skinny?
So routine doesn't count so Yet doesn't get any benefit from this, but Umbri does because it's difficult, I believe. So you get a test.
Is difficult.
For your fort, so you do get one of those. And then let me see. The next one is a routine. So Sigmund doesn't get any advancement, but that's okay. Same for Silver, but Finley does get advancement because it's difficult for him. So I will mark that. Well, so yeah, I marked it already. So you should have 1 there. Did you put? Let me make sure you didn't put 2. Okay, no, you're good. Okay, so. Let me. Oh, I was supposed to tell you guys what would happen if you failed, but it was kind of really dependent on who succeeded. So in this case, it was kind of more complicated because you were all rolling, and so the failure, I guess, would be in this case, especially since you took your time. I would say it instead of getting there really quickly, it would take you probably about like. Let me get I'll roll a die. How about that?
So I'm guessing this is the amount of hours.
Yeah. Okay.
6 hours. Okay.
6 days.
Oh, Jesus.
oh crap!
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to write in a lot more than just day 1 then.
What a bunch of slow folks.
So, essentially, you guys get really slowed down. I mean, it's a thing where you guys are traveling through this forest, and you guys don't have a lot of stuff. You have traveling gear, and you're all wearing armor. It takes you a really long time to get through the actual forest itself. You have to camp like several times, which you have camping gear and supplies and stuff like that. Your camping gear doesn't really get worn out, that easily. So you don't really lose any of your supplies. Your supplies get dwindled, but like none of them really get broken or damaged or anything.
So would this be day 6 then technically, or day 7?
This would be 7.
Okay, so I just needed to know that so I could list that.
Yeah, because you're traveling for like 6 days. It takes you a very long time, and everyone who failed essentially is going to lose 1 fort temporarily until you rest.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Haha! Find a chance to rest, and my instinct.
The only way to actually do it on your sheet is to like actually change the number.
I'll put it in the notes.
Yeah. So what I'd do is I'd actually go to where it says combat, and you could put it under injury recovery or something like that.
Is there, like, injuries that reduce your fort? We could just do that.
Well, no, because then you would have to take an injury, which would reduce all your rolls. So the best thing to do would probably just be putting it under injury, like your fort goes down by 1. So basically,
I put it as reduced fort by 1 die until next rest.
So where did you put that? Under.
I put it under combat.
Okay. So
it's in the injury recovery.
Yeah,
I think I'll do that.
Because I spent a fate.
So do I change it from B5 now to B4?
Not yeah. The whole I don't want you. Well, yes, you would, but we would do that differently.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I just roll it different then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could do that, but wait, did you already reduce yours?
Not yet. No.
No,
Everything's
not yet.
stuck the way
I'm
that it is.
asking everyone else because I don't. I think yours was 4 before. Did you lower it to 3? I'm asking Leo.
Oh, yes, I did lower it to 3.
Okay, so I think everyone should do that too. So I will.
All right. So fort was now B4 then instead of B5.
Yep. And
Okay.
then, Aaron also is gonna reduce it, so I will reduce yours to 3.
By spending a fate, though.
Oh yeah, so you're okay then.
My fort goes down.
No,
to
but didn't you
Ouch.
wait? But you got you got a 4. Okay, so yeah, you don't take any penalty. Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah, I was just unlucky and rolled a 2.
Finley, you were 3 before, right?
Yeah, I was 3 before.
Okay. And then of course, Silver, you
I already
already
marked mine
did.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure we get this done right. So yeah, you're all exhausted, tired, all that kind of stuff. And until you actually take a moment to rest, like within the next scene, you guys are going to continue to be penalized. So you could actually like rest outside of the city, but it's fairly obvious that's somewhat dangerous because you know that there are dangers nearby. But you could still attempt it.
Wait,
I'd want to attempt some rest.
We're still outside the
Aw.
city?
I mean, you would have an instinct like that. You're
I thought
like,
we were at
okay.
the ruins.
Well, the ruins are sort of the city. Like as
Oh.
you get closer, you sort
Okay,
of
the city ruins. Okay.
yeah.
So do I have to? Are we going to be marking anything for the past few days, or is that something we'll be filling in later?
No, you don't necessarily need to fill it in at all. It's just sort of that's all you've been doing is just sort of traveling and stopping and traveling and stopping.
Okay, so I'll just mark it from day 2 to 6 then instead
Yeah.
of listed separate.
Unless you guys want to fill in that time with something, but I mean, I'm
I'd
assuming.
rather
do
establish that a little later.
Yeah. Okay.
Should I roll a check to create the map of this area?
Of
That
the
I've traveled along?
that you traveled along. No, you could probably do that without. It wouldn't be difficult for you, so you don't need to roll for that.
So
Okay.
then, can I try and rest at this point then?
Yeah, you could, but then you'd be basically telling everyone else, "Hey, let's stop here." But
I mean,
I think we should go inside
that's her
the city.
natural instinct at that point.
yeah,
We should
so
go
then,
inside this, find a house, no rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then she's like, "Hey, let's stop here," and then everyone else is like, "We should probably, well, at least Yet's like, we should probably go check inside." But yeah, you can assume that you've already made a map of this area because you would have had plenty of time and to do that. It wouldn't be challenging for you.
Mhm.
You don't need to roll. It's unnecessary.
So yeah, I would probably check over like yet and like how's the map making?
And you see him. I guess like I'm imagining like he's kind of coming over the hill and like pulling out the map and like looking at the giant sort of city. And as you get closer, you can sort of see through the mist, like the veil sort of parts against the buildings, and you can see like little like columns of gold coming up, or at least like gold colored like hued sort of columns that like come up out of the ruins, and like the ruined building, the spire just sort of peeks up into the sky.
That's more sunlight than I've ever seen in my life.
And
would I have time to conceal my bronze sun medallion?
sure, you could conceal your medallion. You don't really see anyone nearby, but you can see that there's like this entranceway.
Oh, the city's not abandoned?
Well, I'm saying you don't see anyone nearby right now.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Well, the bishop warned you that there were cultists in the area, but
Oh.
you don't see anyone right now.
Okay. I think we should be as stealthy as possible so that cultists don't find us.
That's a good idea. So,
I mean, I could scout on ahead because I think I'm the stealthiest.
you are. So you could scout ahead. That's basically
Just find a house.
basically what the bishop told you to do anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Just find a house near the wall, near the entrance, Finley, and an unused house.
Okay. So are you gonna? Are you
Good
cool
plan.
with? Are you cool with that intent? You want to like scout ahead to find a shelter?
Yeah, might as well since we
Okay.
all need. Most of us need to rest, and
That seems like a good plan.
might
Okay.
as well be fortified in a building than out
Okay.
in the open darkness.
So let me see what kind of test that would be real quick.
Agility?
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be agility. It would be let's see if I'm checking to see if he has a skill that
Oops.
like.
I have sneaky, I think. or
You do have
stealthy.
stealthy. I feel like this would be a linked test. How does that sound? So you'd roll stealthy first, and then that would make it easier for you to look around, if that makes any sense at all.
Okay, can I use inconspicuous too?
Yes, well, no, because you're not hiding in a group.
Okay. What else do I have?
Oh, sorry. I should probably stay off your sheet.
Yes. I'm trying to look for shit.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It says I have one physical full left because
Yeah,
Ford was lowered down.
Yeah, I see that.
I guess streetwise wouldn't help here.
No, you're not in the streets.
Well, I mean, isn't this technically like in the streets of abandoned ruins?
No.
Okay.
No. Sorry.
If I cover myself in mud, would that count as disguise?
You know what? No. That's
Okay.
a good try, though. Disguising doesn't really. That would be camouflage, is what you're thinking
Alright.
of.
I can climb.
You could, if you want to, like, climb over. That would kind of work if you want to climb, like, through the place and, like, look
Yeah,
around.
be all Assassin's Creedy.
Okay. No, but that's for your
Fucking
stealth.
parkour.
So if you use that now, you can't use it for the scouting test, but you could use it for this test to kind of move around, sneaking and like climbing over like walls and stuff. I could imagine that. That works. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll get that die. But you're going alone, so you can't really get help.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna be careful. 'cause-
Okay. Yeah, but if you're careful, that means it's gonna take more time for you to do the action.
Yeah, I know.
But if yeah, that's fine.
I'd rather do this good than like
Yeah, I
fuck up
see.
and get captured.
Let me just check how long it's gonna take you to scout then.
Okay.
I want to look this up. Just so they're aware of like what I mean when I say how long, because it is like a significant amount of time change. I just have to look this up real quick. So it would be, let's see, I would say probably like I'd say maybe instead of taking like maybe 30 minutes, it would take you like an hour.
Okay.
It's different. So it'll take you like an hour if you're doing it carefully.
That's fine with me.
Okay, cool.
So did we establish whether or not I could rest?
Well, he's trying to find a place where you
Okay,
can.
that's
Yeah, we're finding a place to rest. That's safe.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay. So first
That's
thing
fine.
you do is roll stealthy, and then if you succeed on this roll, then you'll get to add a bonus to your observation, which I guess in this case would be, I'd say it would be a perception test, so it would be kind of easy.
Okay, so 2 modifiers?
Yeah, you get 2 modifiers, or 3
Let's probably go 3 modifiers?
Yeah, because you get 1 for being careful.
Okay. So let me.
Oh, let me set the difficulty for you real quick.
Yeah.
Because I actually need to set it against, like, because you're hiding from these people. So I have to check what their observation is. Okay, so they don't have observation, so they're going to test unskilled, which is good for you, because that means they might not get any dice. Yeah, they might not get any at all. So let me roll these just real quick. Okay, so that's 1. So your ob is 1.
Okay. Excellent. I'm a steak.
Wow,
I got
okay.
5 successes.
Nice.
Whoa.
What a flourish.
So you move through the darkness, climbing around the ruin, trying to hide your form as you move very carefully through the place. You're moving slowly. You're watching. You're looking around. You can actually hear like footsteps. Like there are clearly people around here, but you manage to sort of like get in a good point where you can sort of move out of the way of like, and you move behind columns like you're doing the whole Metal Gear thing. You're hiding behind columns. You're
I am one with the shadows.
you get on your belly and you start like crawling around. You're clearly aware of your you're getting more and more aware of your environment, but it's kind of hard.
You sneak around inside a crate and nobody notices you.
It's kind of hard for you to like see where you're going though, because it's sort of there actually are Actually, I will note this for you now. There are torches that sort of illuminate the bronze and the gold inside of the. There are actually what you notice as you come in is that there are these bronze statues that are sort of very like green with age, as they've sort of oxidized.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are like broken apart. Like they look like faces almost, like human faces, but then one of them is like smashed open. And you can hear like footsteps of like small like light footsteps moving around, not anything like loud. And you can see the flickering like flame against the gold that kind of glitters a bit as you move inside. And you manage to stay away from the light so that you don't attract attention. So as far as you know, you haven't been seen. Now you actually have to find a place to locate the shelter. So you can also do carefully on this as well, but it'll take you, again, like another hour. So you would have been keeping them like waiting for 2 hours at this point before you come back.
Yeah.
And it also increases the risk that you'll be found as well, because you're taking a lot longer and people are actually looking for you. So I'm going to have them roll again to like try to see if they find you. But it'll be very unlikely because you rolled 5 successes in that ride. So
Yeah.
Even though it's a little more well lit, so it's easier for them to find you now. But so it changes the situation a little bit, but it doesn't make it.
Did I get a chance to count how many like people I've come across, or like?
You aren't really looking for people at this point. So if you want to like change you could spend more time trying to figure out who's here. But right now you were looking for a shelter.
Yeah, I know. Just the fact that there are people here kind of worries me. Like.
Yeah, you hear footsteps. You're not entirely sure if it's people or some other creature. It doesn't,
Yeah.
You just hear this echoing sound like coming through the.
Okay.
So, are you going to do your perception test then?
Yeah, I'll try to find just like a place for.
Yeah. Okay. So in this case, I'm just gonna have you make a regular perception test, and I think what I'll do is I'll have it be graduated. So the better you roll, the better shelter you find.
Okay.
If you roll like only 1 success, it's going to be like very basic, and it might not actually fit everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you get like 2 successes, you would be able to like fit maybe a group of people easily, and then if you got like 3 successes, you'd probably be able to fit everyone comfortably.
Yeah.
So it'd be somewhat challenging.
I'm seeing if there's anything I can add, like streetwise or lockpicks.
Yeah. Streetwise doesn't help you here. Lockpick doesn't help you here. Sorry. But you are doing this carefully, so you will get die.
Yeah.
It's not really it's spacious inside, so there is like these, once you enter, there are all these columns and there's like large walls on the side that seem to have lettering on them, although you're not really stopping to read any of it. And it's all sort of golden, and there are statues, but you don't see immediately like any side rooms. You have to like look around a bit more because it's kind of dark, even though there's light, so you can kind of see. There might be side rooms, but you'd have to scout through them. You don't know what's safe and what isn't.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will just do the roll, and
Okay. See how you do.
Yeah.
So just keep in
So
mind you do get a modifier of 1 because you are
Okay.
doing this slowly.
yeah. So 1 modifier. What's the
The
Uh,
obstacle would be 1, and it'll just be if you get more successes, you'll do better
Okay.
at finding a good place. Okay,
2.
2 successes. So like I said, you are able to find like a small like room on the right, like as you enter the and you can sort of if you want to add stuff to this room you can because you've succeeded so you get what you want you find a shelter you can describe like if you want any kind of details of that but you don't see anyone in this room immediately it's like sort of it is like a small room but if you know and you see that it would you could probably like move something in front of the doorway.
Yeah, so I'm kind of picturing like it's a storage room. Like there's
Mhm.
probably rugs or something. Like
Yeah, rugs and like there's a torch hanging on the wall, and
yeah.
then there's like a painting of like a lion head behind the on the wall that's like smeared in like black ink.
Oh, it's okay. Darn, I was like, ooh, could I take that? But no, if it's smeared with black ink, I'm gonna like go. It's worthless now.
Or like paint or something like it almost looks like graffiti like some because
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it was originally there but someone like kind of smeared this almost looked like it looks like finger paint almost like someone just like smeared this onto the wall and it does have like some crates actually like Umbry mentioned there are like crates they actually appear to have like small amounts of supplies
hmm
things like that so this seems like a pretty good place to like camp out
Okay. I will head back then.
but the room is just so you know the room is fairly small so it wouldn't really fit it would only fit maybe 2 or 3 people so getting everyone in the room would be kind of hard
hmm
without getting noticed.
Yeah. I mean, I could act as escort and just like I don't know. I'm just thinking like,
hmm
how many people failed the mission or the test?
Pretty much everybody besides Sigmund. So Sigmund's the only one who's not
I
tired.
succeeded 2 because they spent a fate point.
Okay, no, so yeah, and Umbry passed as well. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So you'd be able to fit everyone who needs to rest into the room
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
with some difficulty, but it's be
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. All right. That's the plan then. I will head back to the guys and tell them, hey, I found a small room. It'll probably fit the ones that are tired. The other ones can probably scout out.
Nice. You did an
Alright.
excellent job, and
Very well.
it was much faster than I expected. Good job, Finley.
It took him 2 hours,
Yes.
but you're like, hey. And I imagine.
I just
Umar
want a place to rest.
You probably got some sleep already.
is taking a nap.
Don't worry, there's some comfy rugs for you to sleep on.
Okay, do we need to make
Very
more
good.
stealthy tests?
No, because I mean, technically, like, I could just let it ride that you guys probably aren't going to be noticed coming in, but, because, it took a lot longer for you to scout this out, you start noticing that now there's more, like, you can kind of hear footsteps kind of echoing towards the entrance. And, the first
Oh
thing...
right, I forgot to mention that.
We're over the hill.
The first thing that you see, like, coming out of the entrance is actually, like, this, like, small child that sort of has, like, really messy hair and, like, is covered with, like, black, sort of, very simple robes. So just
I do not trust this.
peeking their head out of the entryway and their face. You can see, like, bits of body illuminated in the candlelight, and I'm guessing they are sort of just humming to themselves and such that. And so they seem to be like searching, like playing around on the outside, like towards the hill. But they haven't directly like approached you yet. But they like you see a child basically walk outside.
I would not. I would just leave them alone.
So what are you guys gonna do at this point?
She's just going to, I guess, try to ignore it. I suppose.
Okay.
See, the thing is, I want to ignore it, but I know I can't, because, like, hey, these children are surviving out here in the fucking darkness. Like, I could use something like this if... So...
Okay, that's the Kill Bill theme.
Come play with us, Finley, forever.
Forever.
Okay, anyway. You're not helping, Carl. Okay, anyway, I'm going to...
Yeah, this sort of strange, sinister laughter just sort of echoes through the wind.
Well, if this place is haunted, we'll know soon enough. I'm going to go, hey, kids,
Okay.
over here.
So you seem to get their attention.
Oh.
Carl, I'm going to stab you with my spear. That's what the kids actually do.
Likely, yes.
No.
Do you want to attack the children?
No.
I have to ask. This isn't Skyrim.
Oh my.
This isn't Skyrim, by the way. So if you like attack these kids, yeah, they aren't gonna just not get killed. They're not immortal. Well,
They
or
don't.
rather, I should say that they aren't unkillable.
Mhm. So yes, I get the attention of the kids,
All
and
right.
Hello.
Are you doing this like away from the rest? Like where is everyone else? Because are you just like, oh, I'm going to go up to this child and then leave everyone else like by the hill? Like,
I assume that people have already made it to the room.
okay, so you had them go inside.
Yeah, because
Okay, that makes sense. So they went inside, and then you're staying outside and talking to this child. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay, chill.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. Do you want to, Carl, or do you want me? I'm not sure.
Hold up.
Well, I'd rather you, because you're not going to do this creepy voice. That makes you...
Hold on. The kid's phone is going off. We need to wait. It didn't turn.
What sorcery is this?
It didn't turn off its cell phone.
Cut. Amateurs.
No. So at first it just sort of smiles at you, and I think it doesn't he doesn't answer because it's a little boy. He doesn't answer your question immediately, but he just sort of looks up at you, and I think he just sort of like looks at your clothing and sort of gives you a really strange, like, confused look. Where did you come from?
I came from the forest. I'm seeking shelter.
Oh. Hey, if you want, you can come inside.
All right.
We don't have any problem with that. Here, I'll show you the way.
Okay, I will follow this kid.
Is
Okay.
this all of us or just Finley?
Well, just Finley. You guys are in the room.
Oh, we are. You made it. Okay.
That's what he said. He said, okay, he told you guys, okay, you go inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
Would we be considered to be resting at this point then?
Well, if you guys want to fall asleep in this room and let everyone walk in, like, how are you going to prevent them from getting into the room? Are you going to, like, barricade the door, or?
We'll try to be as inconspicuous as, or, yeah. as possible.
So you're basically gonna shove like 3 people in this room and have them all sleep in there, and
So what you're
only two
saying is
people.
that you're going to. What, are we just going to close the door and then put
I
something?
mean, there is no
in the
door.
door.
It's like a door. It's a doorway. So like anyone could just
Doorway.
walk in.
Mhm.
I mean, it's probably
Uh,
pitch black in there. I don't think anyone would.
Well, it's not.
there
It's not
are
black yet. I mean, there's a torch.
crates we can set up as a barricade, right?
Yeah,
Well, you
you.
could just put the torch out and.
Yeah,
then
you
it'll be
could,
pitch black.
but then it'd be
Then-
dark.
Well, yeah, but it'll be dark in there when light outside.
True. Well, there's
Is
not.
that unusual in this town?
Well, it's a
No,
ruin, so.
but they might notice if it's dark. Because
Okay, how about we get the person who succeeded David to watch?
oh, that would be smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have him watch you guys while you sleep.
Watch for us, not just watch us.
No, I'm aware of what you mean. Yes.
Watch over you.
Hold on.
Do you have any problem with taking the watch?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that sounds like
Just looking forward to help.
Is,
That
is Aaron gonna also watch?
What we could do is all rest and rotate watch.
I think that would work. Since there's 2 of you, you could definitely rotate. That seems fine for me.
All right.
Yeah, Finn can watch first. I'll watch second.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, as you kind of get in, so you're watching second. So, Sigmund, the first thing that you would see is Finley being brought through the main hallway, down the corridor towards like what looks to be like a large entryway, and the child doesn't seem to notice you because he's like facing forward and you're like on the side.
Okay.
And he and you kind of turned off the lights, so it's kind of dark around where you are, or the light rather, the fire. It sort of becomes this, you hear the footsteps of this child, and he's like leading Finley down the hallway, and you can hear both their voices sort of moving further and further away from you.
Okay. Does he seem in any kind of danger, or?
I mean, he doesn't seem to be in danger. He's following this kid through the hallway. He doesn't seem to be hurt or anything like that, or in danger in any way.
If you hear me scream and then come to help.
Right, so that would be the idea. So Finley, the child sort of leads you, while everyone else is sort of resting. The child sort of leads you into this large room, and inside of this large room, there are sort of candles placed in like a circle, right?
Oh.
That are all sort of lit, right? And in the middle of this circle, there's like a large, like sort of carving of another circle, like inside of the circle. And then inside of that circle, there's like this elaborate design of, again, that you actually recognize the same design from the wall, except this time it's carved into the floor, and it's less, painted. And you can hear chanting surrounding you. As you look around, there are what appear to be more children, like a handful of other children.
Oh god, are all the cultist kids?
As well as like this. Well, no, you actually notice immediately that this larger man, like very tall, large person, sort of like starts approaching you and kind of comes into form. He's wearing this sort of dark robe over his face, so you can't see his face, and the only thing that you can see is sort of the flames like glittering up the sides of his body as he approaches toward the circle. Welcome.
Greetings.
Why have you come here?
I seek shelter from the night. I am lost, you see.
Yes, well, you are no longer lost. You have been found by the flock of the Black Lion. Rejoice.
What exactly is the Black Lion?
Lion.
Lion, sorry.
Okay. The lion is a grand creature. He is beyond our comprehension. Creature of great power and great beauty. He has come to us many times.
Yeah.
And in exchange for sacrifices, he has promised us protection. And you will have the honor of being his next meal. Isn't that
This is where
grand?
I scream.
And this is the part where I come running.
Meanwhile, the children have sort of formed a circle around Finley.
I have drawn my spear.
All right, great. So, are you going to attempt to basically fight these?
La 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 la. You're going to die.
You're in a lot of trouble.
So,
I'm at least like going to like swing it around like.
okay. So your goal is basically to like get them to kind of like so you can escape.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let me just change the song. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set this up as a bloody versus, and both of you are gonna be involved because you're sort of running up. So let me flip to that page.
Okay, guys. Ambush.
He's just sort of surrounded. He's not actually being ambushed. There's a big difference. Although it is.
I know, I'm just imagining what he would like scream.
Oh yeah. He's like.
I don't know. Ambush! I'm just guessing here, but you could say it.
Right.
Be the one right in-
Exile, get your ass over here!
Oh, there we go.
That works.
That works.
Did you say Exile?
Yeah. I don't think he knows your name, actually. Like, I've been calling everyone by like nicknames, like.
Half naked dude, get over here!
Oh,
Alright.
Exile's the
I
fighter.
just need to actually get the rules for this real quick. I'm finding it in the book. Because these are. I'm going to be doing it as a simplified fight, so obviously you're not going to have to deal with. You're not going to deal with like a full-on fight here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make this a versus test because that would be too. So obviously they don't want you dead because they can't sacrifice you if you're dead. So just so you're aware, their only goal is to wound you so that you can't escape.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Yay! You're going to be
That's
our
a small
next
victory.
sacrifice.
Sort of.
Yay!
So just so you know, we're doing the same thing that we did before. So you're separating your pool into attack and defense. Before we can do that, we are going to sort of give you advantages for the different advantages that you'd have to your pool. So the first thing is you do get a +1 die from having a longer weapon.
Yes.
Um,
Exactly why I had the longer weapon, just so I can stay away from people.
Yes. Do you have a shield?
Do I have a shield? That is a good question. Let me check.
It's hard to wield a two-handed weapon and a shield at the same time.
No, that's right. You don't have a shield then.
A buckler is possible, but
What's your reflexes?
My which?
Your reflexes.
My reflexes. That is a good question. I think that's in combat.
Yeah, no, it's under your stats and skills.
Oh. Stats and skills.
If you go down, it should be by your steel.
Yeah.
Under attributes.
My reflexes. Oh, that's resources. I was like, 0. How the fuck is? Okay, reflexes is 4.
Okay, so you have the same amount of reflexes as them, so that doesn't make a difference. And your stride would technically, like, I'd say that you'd have an advantage of speed. I'm assuming you're targeting the children and not the bigger guy.
Well, the children are the ones who are closing in on me.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like nearby you as well, so that's a problem for you. And then what kind of armor do you have?
I think I have,
Leather, right?
yeah, leather.
So you're gonna get +2. So the weapon you get, it gives you +1 and to your offense, and then the armor's gonna give you +2 to your defense. So that's good. So what I'm gonna do now is basically you're going to take you're using your spear here.
Yes.
So that's the main skill that you use. So you're gonna take that first. So what's your spear skill?
My spear skill is... the polearm, 2.
2? Okay. So my question to Sigmund is, do you want to help him, or do you want to make your roll separately?
Well,
For right now, at least, for this round. I mean, that's...
for this round, I'll try helping him.
Okay. So that gives you another die. And then you also get forks. So any forks that you think might be applicable here for Finley.
Let's see what my forks are.
Any kind of thing you think would help you in this case. I'm not sure if you have any, but it just doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can fork in.
No, you don't. You can't really be stealthy. Stealthy doesn't really help you in this case because you're trying to escape. So yeah. So right now you only have, let's say, 3 dice, and then you add your weapon. So you have 3 dice. So you divide that between attack and defense first, and then
Hold on, someone's calling me right now. Let me just...
Okay, no problem. Oh, and then I'm gonna figure out what their pool is meanwhile, because that.
Meanwhile, there's a child staring into your face right now.
Oh, let me set it so that they can see it.
What are you seeing in like the audience?
Yes. There
Now
it
they
is.
can see the fear that is creepy child boy.
Creepy child boy.
My boy.
My boy. Let's see. So they're going to use their skill of fighting, and then they're going to add a bunch of dice because they have a lot of help, and they have the leader helping them. So that's like, right now they have 5 dice, just based on that. Or no, they have 6 dice because of everyone there total. And then on top of that, they get, let's see. Well, they don't have armor, but they will. I'm going to see if they can fork anything real quick. Because they can also fork. No, they don't have anything they can fork. So they have 6 dice. They're going to do, like 4 and 2, I think. So I'm going to roll those when Dustin gets back. So I'll write it down here, just so I have it as a reference.
Creepy child face. Echo.
And also, it's worth
Oh,
noting.
when the music stopped.
It's also worth noting that all of you are, well, because I'm waiting for Dustin. It's worth noting that all of you are also resting at this point.
Okay, so we remove the thing at this point?
Yes, you could actually do that.
Alright, let me fix that. Alright, it's reduced. Forte by 1 is now gone.
I can start removing all the stuff, except Finley didn't rest, so he doesn't get his removed, but everyone else does.
There we go. Fixed it. Now I'm gonna go in the kitchen to get me something to eat.
Okay.
Yay!
I will meanwhile.
Intermission, guys. Okay, no.
I'm gonna move Yet's fort back to normal because at this point you would have rested. Yeah, Silver already did his.
Yay.
I think, unless...
And then there was much for your choice.
Yeah, he already did his. And then Aaron didn't have to change. So, yeah, Finley's the only one who's still tired. Which is bad for him because he's also in a fight now. So if
Oh,
he...
no.
Well, I'm looking at this now, actually. I'm going to see... He could probably just get knocked out based on injuries. Because he only has 2 fort left. So if he takes, like, 2 injuries, he's going to get knocked out.
Oh no.
So
And we
that's-
aren't awake, so he's gonna die.
That's their goal. Well, yes, he's going to die, but it's going to be for a good cause, you know.
Oh god.
Exactly. Oh, God. This is wonderful.
Why? What? I wasn't implying that. What?
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. My bank took the wrong time to ask me for a survey.
A survey?
Yes.
How do you feel about the cultist children? Well, at this point, not really good.
I'm
I'm not
terrified.
likely to
So,
come back to this.
let me start the music again. I basically divided up their pool. They're using 4 and 2 to attack you with.
Okay.
It's planning for your murder.
Mostly they're getting help from all the other children around and the leaders. So yeah, they have a numbers advantage.
Mhm.
But you have 3 dice, and you're going to divide that between attack and defense first. And you have to have at least 1 in each. So
I have to have 1 in what?
you have to have at least 1 in each. So yeah.
Okay, so
So you can either put 2 in defense or 2 in attack, basically.
I'll put 2 in defense because that is what I'm
Okay.
trying to do right now.
So you're going to have 4 dice for defense, and then you have 1 for attack plus the 1 from the weapon. So you're actually inverse right now. So they're rolling 4 to hit you with, and then you're rolling 4 defense. So let's do that first.
All right.
So I'm going to roll 4d6.
Oh boy.
Ah!
Ouch.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my.
They don't get fate, though, so that's
Okay.
not as good as it could
Yay,
be.
I guess.
But you are getting very badly injured. And and since Sigmund helped, he's also going to get hurt. Because you're running in to try to help him, too.
I don't deserve the. Oh yeah. Oh, I do. Right.
Okay. So
I need a toy
Roll
to
my
play
defense.
with.
Let's rip off his arms! Like, start pulling on your... Yeah, so... Basically, what they're doing, actually, is they're all jumping at you and, like, biting at you, actually. They don't have weapons. They're literally just, like... They
I
start...
don't have a weapon.
He tastes
Well, they don't have weapons. I mean,
Oh, okay. I thought you
the
said
chil-
you don't have a weapon. I'm
The
like,
children
They
are
don't
all
have
like
weapons.
jumping towards you. Some of them are biting at your legs. Some of them are biting at your arms,
mhm.
and like
You
blood
taste funny.
is starting to drip from your body.
Wait,
But
I haven't rolled my
delicious as
defense
well.
yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yummy, bloody, red
Okay.
stuff. Mm.
So what do I roll for? Or which do I roll for?
Well, you'd roll 4 dice for defense.
Okay, they're just 4.
Yeah, 4 dice. Well,
Slap.
you'd use your skill.
Oh, yeah, okay. Which skill do I use?
with ice cream.
Your
Did you bring any for me?
your pole arm skill.
Okay.
You're fired.
You get nothing because you're attacking my friends.
But you get 1 die for health, and then the other die you can add as I'm gonna roll their defense actually, so you know what your obstacle is.
I thought I was rolling my defense.
Oh right, you're rolling. Okay, so yeah, that would be. Yeah, you're still using pole arm for that. So
Okay, so
46. You stated that was 46, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I guess you
Roll
could. You don't need to use your skill for that. You could just roll it.
okay.
If it's defense, then you just roll it. Because it'd be treated like an armor roll.
Now remember your fate.
Yeah, that's why I didn't spend any.
Yet.
Mhm. Okay.
Ouch.
Well, that is one success. So you do get rid of one of theirs.
Yep.
They need to deal with 3.
So you're taking 3. You're taking 3. That's a 3 level hit. So I'm gonna calculate that for later. So you get hit with a 3, and then that's probably gonna hit you. Like they're probably gonna aim for your legs. So your legs are probably gonna get hit. So they're gonna do that, and then the 2 left over, I think they could.
Come on.
I have
It'll
to
be
check.
fun.
I have to check their.
Yay!
One of us.
See how much damage they do. So add is 2. So yeah, they easily will upgrade their damage to a. Well, they hit you, so it would be you're taking a B4 wound.
Ouch.
Did you hear me, by the way, Nova?
What? What did you say?
Did the scream wake us up, or?
I mean, you wouldn't. Yeah, no, because you're resting.
Okay.
I mean, we already established that. You're resting. I mean, if Yet wants to wake up and do whatever, that's fine. But he can't fight. I don't know if him entering into this would be a good idea for him.
I'm just imagining right now.
No
Oh, what the
weapons.
hell's going on?
But he could wake us up totally.
So you take a light wound.
Okay.
So these children are like
at that point.
These children are like biting all over you, tearing away at your armor slightly. Some of them like crawl on you and like bite at your neck, you know, exposed parts of your body, stuff like that.
I'm a vampire.
And they're like all like swarming you, like.
No, you're not. I know real vampires. Fuck you.
And you're like trying to shake them off.
Come on.
So you now roll your offense, which is your polearm skill.
Okay.
Don't ruin the fun.
So
It's all fun now.
my full arm's only 1.
No, well, I'm saying your offense, so you roll 2 dice for that, so you could just roll your regular regular pole arms.
Oh, so my regular full arm. Okay.
What's wrong?
Carl, stop.
Okay, so they got 2 successes, so your ob is 2.
Damn it.
You don't like the fucking super kids.
Super, yes, exactly. They're very dangerous. I didn't even intend for them to be this bad.
Okay. No modifier.
It's like they were created by freaking
Just give in.
by Superman's
Just
arch nemesis.
give in.
Okay.
1 success.
So like basically what happens is you think that you start swinging this large, thing, and you're like, oh, I can hit them, but then they start swarming all over you and biting you, and you're bleeding and you're getting hurt. And Sigmund rushes in and they start like attacking him also. But he probably would only take like a superficial wound, so it doesn't harm him very much.
Ooh, a new toy.
He just like barrels into them, and of course he gets injured a little bit, but it's only like a few bruises and cuts as he like tries to break his way through. So here, we're gonna, unless you want to give up, of course. I'm assuming you want to.
I would rather not be a sacrifice if.
Right. So in that case, Sigmund, I would like you to roll. Let's see. What are you gonna use to fight them?
If I remember correctly, someone lent me his spear.
Oh no, I was going to, but we didn't get to.
Oh, right. Well, I've got my fists.
Yeah, but you're not trained in that, so it's gonna
Nope.
be agility, untrained. So let me put in brawling here for you.
Punch them.
Any forks you want to use? I think soldiering doesn't really help you here, Doctrine. Does
Child beaten.
child beating?
Where's your wife beater?
30.
Oh, Jesus.
Ouch.
I mean, yeah, I don't really see anything that could help you here.
Nope, I don't think so.
Wait, did I put brawling on?
Unless you have a history
You don't
of some
open us up.
estranged child that you hit on a lot.
This is
Nah,
my
not
character sheet.
recently.
You're on my character sheet,
Yeah.
Please
GM.
don't put hit on and child next to each other.
Hit on child.
Oh my god.
I get it.
What the
No.
fu-
I'm sorry. Let me fix that for you, Carl. Beat the ever living shit of a little kid.
So
Oh,
so you
Jesus.
just I put it under being
Is that better
learned.
for you?
So all you have to do
No.
so
Neither are very good.
basically and you're wearing no
It's especially
armor.
with the living shit
No.
coming over it. Why is it living?
Okay. Then you have no forks. What's your reflexes is 4. Okay, so that doesn't help you here either.
No.
Okay, great. But I will give you an advantage because you are fighting children.
Hey.
So you have
I'll take it.
you have 4 dice in total. So how do you want to divide that up?
I'm going to beat them with my bare hands.
I should do 2 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 and 2 for you, and then Finley, I'll have you roll simultaneously. So yours is going to be so they're doing the same thing as they did before. They're doing okay. So your attack doesn't do anything. So you could roll your defense. We'll see if that helps you.
Does it help that they're divided up now?
He's got 1 defense.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean not really, because they're sort of swarming you. But he does get 1 defense, so that will help him if they decide to like attack him. But they're mostly focused on you at this point, so it was mostly like to see if they like hurt you. So they're gonna do that, and then you.
I would have put 3 to 1.
And then I'll give you. What's it? I'll give you another die because I realize like they are children, so fighting them you'd get a slight advantage. So you basically
roll that
get
die now, or
yeah. Just let me see what you'd have. So you'd have the same amount of dice basically. So you divide So if you want to divide it the same way, that's fine too.
Does having a team up give you bonus dice?
Well, now they're separating, so they're no longer a team. They are working together, but they're not giving each other helping dice. Now they're just fighting separately.
They're not extremely coordinated.
No, absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
I finished my ice cream, so yay!
oh yeah, I'll keep this. Actually, I can do 3 and 3, can I?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I'll do 3 and 3.
Okay, 3 and 3 is fine. Just roll them, and then
Okay.
I'll roll mine.
So that's my.
Okay. So you got 1 success.
Yes.
For your attack, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and I am going to add my fate, if that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So I'll put that. Let me just mark that, and then you can roll your defense.
Tie in my fate here.
You can roll your. Did you roll it?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
another success.
Okay, so that's 2. Okay, so that's better. That might hurt them. Let me get. And remember that you're using a polearm, so it's kind of like with that catkin that you had. If you hit them, it's probably going to be very bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're not as accurate with it, but it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Let me just get my. I have to mark that you spent the fate on polearm. Wait, did you spend a persona on this?
No, I spent the fate.
Yeah, that's weird. So why is it persona?
Well, I didn't mark it yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You also get -1 from a wound, so we'll take it off of your defense.
Okay.
So 2.
No, I thought it was the same because I. Okay, never mind.
No, because you weren't wounded before.
Yeah, but you didn't add the +1 for me fighting kids.
No, but I took away the +1 because he's not helping you anymore.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have 2 dice.
Alright. So yeah, I guess I'll be defense.
And then let me mark off that you spent the fate point, because you should have, like, how many do you have now by your count?
This is my first one that I spent, so
Okay, so you have 3.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because I realized something like this is going to happen when I need it, and not throw them all in my first rolls.
Okay, so now you roll your defense. 2
Okay.
dice. Roll 'em. And then I'm gonna roll the.
No
Okay, so you
successes.
failed.
Yeah.
There. So that's great. You're probably gonna get knocked out, unless they manage to fail on all of these, which is possible. Or you could injure them, and then that would probably. You could still win with your offense, technically.
Successful.
Okay, so that's only 1 success.
Damn it.
That's well, that's not. So they technically would hit you, but I want to see if you hit them.
Yeah.
Because you could actually hit them. You got 2 successes, so you do
Yeah.
hit them.
Yay.
Okay. So here's how I'm gonna do that. So you both hit each other. So in this case, it's not as good of a hit as before. So it's going to be a, let me see which type of hit it is. It's a B2. So is 2 on your wound track at all? Check your wound track. 2 is a superficial for you. So
Okay.
your obstacle goes up by 1 as they continue biting away at your body. They start tearing away parts of your arm, but like clawing at your arm rather. They don't tear off your arm, but they're starting to claw at your arm.
Yeah.
So you're getting more injured.
What of them?
Can I fork in, like, intimidation or something? Like,
Well, you already
One of them
rolled, so you can't do that now.
Fight you.
Meanwhile, you are going to hit them. So that's going to be a, let's see, because now they're going to be injured. It's going to be a...
When I wake up, I'm gonna slaughter these
I have to
children.
check, wow. Oh, okay, so that's weapon.
Are you sure you're gonna wake up?
Weapon
I said if I wake up.
power. So you're gonna hit them with I think it would in this case it would be more of an incidental, but you would do B3 to them at least.
But either way, I'm still gonna slaughter all these children.
I will mark that on their wound chart. Because that would probably be enough to, like, let me make a little note here. So I'm going to start figuring out their wounds.
That's probably enough to kill 1 child.
Oh, yeah. So one of them would be dead at this point. So they're going to get less advantage.
You just, like, speared, like, through 1 person.
Yeah, I think that makes
the
sense.
child tried to leap at you, and you clotheslined it as it landed on you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you effectively kill one of them, so they're going to get less dice next
Oh
time.
boy.
And the other kids are screaming as they see the blood of their friend. No, I'm kidding.
Blood! Slime! Nuts in the right place! Nuts in the right place!
if there's an opening, can I run through it? Like,
You're still being attacked, so we
They
need to go.
killed George!
We need to go another round, but you are whittling them down.
Yeah.
So Sigmund,
You'll pay with your blood!
do you want to help this time, or do you want to do your own action?
Oh, I'm making my own.
Okay. So then you roll the same thing as before. 2 dice each, I'm assuming.
I'm really angry at these things, so I'm gonna put
Yeah.
3 dice on attack.
Okay, that makes sense. So 3 and 1 then. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
You want to
better.
spend your fate on that one?
Ooh.
spend a fate. Spend a fate.
Actually, yes, I will.
Okay, so let me mark that off.
Now reroll that 6.
Yay!
Yay.
This will count towards agility.
Yay! He did succeed.
Yay!
If only
You
he
just
got
break
another
his
6,
neck,
and
like-
then he spent another fate, and then he got another 6, and then he spent another fate.
Yay!
Oh, let me
Okay.
see.
All over the place.
So that's 3 successes, and then you roll your defense as well. Just in case they
Eh.
attack. Let's see. Okay. So you're not, but you rush in and you do you want to describe how you're doing this? Like, are you tearing the children off of him? I think that's basically what you're doing.
I'm
Throwing them out of the
actually
window.
grabbing him. I'm grabbing them by an arm or leg or whatever
Yeah.
the nearest, and I just slam them on the ground.
Right. So
Oh Jesus!
Like the
you
hole.
just like pull Finley over, and all the children start scattering off of him.
Leave him alone!
And Finley's just like, ow!
Hey,
Right?
that's our food.
That's our food.
Not anymore.
And the larger guy is starting to like get involved now because he's getting closer by this point. But meanwhile, Finley, you have to roll yours.
Alright, if I'm, like, free from the children, can I pass my spear to,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
you
will
can
do that.
But then you're gonna lose a die from your, so you'd only have 5 because
Well,
those,
I'm going to switch to my crossbow.
well, that would probably take you a while. So
Uh,
you wouldn't be able to do that while you're like fighting, at least, or you could, but then I'd probably increase your obstacle, which is already so you'd have a ob 3 to like do
You should
anything.
run away and like.
yeah, okay, fine.
Good.
But if your goal is to basically escape, then you could do that.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I think, or at least I'll back away, like, do them, like,
Right. I mean, you could back up behind Sigmund. That's definitely plausible for you to do.
is there any place I can climb? Like,
The children are basically off of you. This is kind of it's a larger room, so yeah, you could probably find a place to climb up.
yeah, I would like to climb up on something like I don't know, like a pillar or something, like.
Okay, but you're wounded. But you could do that.
I
Basically,
realize I'm wounded, but I don't want to get more wounded, like.
higher
Let me
the
check.
next die.
Let me
Not
check.
the high ground, Anakin.
Let me check climbing obstacles real quick. Because this would actually be pretty easy for you to do, except you're wounded.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you could move away and start climbing up something. I'll allow that. I just need to go get the obstacles. Because your obstacle goes up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll automatically do it, so you don't need to add it. Climbing. Okay, so moderate climb, inclined rock wall, difficult. Okay, yeah, so it'd be ob 1, and then it would automatically add this. So it'd be ob 2 total, but it'll add it automatically. So you just set it as ob 1.
Alright. And actually, like, since I'm not, like, fighting right now, can I give the spear to him without...
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I said you could do that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, so I'll give him the spear and then, like, run up the pillar or something like that, like...
Okay. Cool. You can do that. So roll your climbing.
Okay. So, ob 1...
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and it's automatically going to take a die away from you, I think. So you don't need to modify that yourself.
Okay, so... And I'm wounded, so I take -1 to everything.
Yes. And your obstacle goes up by 1 because your arm is bitten into a clawed as well.
Ah, fuck. Okay, can I can't fork anything, Can I fork inconspicuous, like...
No.
Damn, okay, Can I do this carefully,
You could, but it would...
Should we roll perception tests to wake up?
I think that, at this point, I think that would make sense. Yeah, if you want to try.
Yeah, because I was screaming, like...
I'd allow it, yeah, if you want to wake up now.
Alright, so
Modifiers?
Modifiers, none. I don't think this would be particularly hard.
so what's the obstacle then in this case?
The obstacle would probably be like a ob 1, because he's screaming pretty loud and there's a lot of noise.
Let's see who awakens
Okay, so
from their dreams.
you're definitely aware of this, that this is happening. And so is Melanie. You're also, so you guys can wake up if you'd like.
Alright, I'll wake up.
So meanwhile, you're gonna roll your climbing, and you can do it carefully, but it'll take you longer. And the longer you take, the more they'll get a chance to like attack you. Aaron, yeah, you're good, so you can wake up as well.
I already know what I'm planning to do to this fucking children.
Yeah, I'll do it carefully, because,
You don't have any other choice.
yeah. So 2 dice is 2.
I got bad luck with a perception of 6.
Well, you still did great. It did good enough.
Yeah. Does that count as a perception test or no?
No, because you need higher than routine. These are
Okay, I'm
easy.
going to spend my fate and re-roll that 6.
Yeah, okay, so you want to hope for 2 6s here?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's fine. You can try.
Right. Don't forget to put the
4. That's
exclamation
at least
mark.
Or, okay, so you basically try to climb up, but since you're injured, you basically just fall off of the pillar, and now you're on your back. And this larger man is moving towards you.
Since I didn't actually wait, wouldn't it be a success because I accidentally added the bonus to the 1? Or
What?
I added a thing. I didn't know it automatically did it with the wound.
It does, yeah.
So it would only be a 2.
And that was Finley, right?
Yeah.
No,
So-
because you have climbing of 2, and then you're doing it carefully,
Yeah.
and then it subtracts 1.
Yeah, but I added a 1 to the base thing when it did it automatically also.
No, but you have 2 plus 1 minus 1, so they cancel out.
Yeah. So it would be an obstacle 2 and with 2 successes.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're supposed to set the obstacle as 1. I said that, right?
Yeah, but I fucked up and
Okay, so you would succeed. Okay. I see what I see it. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you also do get also a challenging climb test. So I will add that because it's very good.
okay. So I am not on my ass. Yay!
No. I read it wrong. It's my fault.
Well, I mean it's my fault because I was the one who put the.
Okay. So you have a vision of yourself falling over, and then you try to change your own destiny by forcing yourself up this like
I have
sort
a
of
vision.
this pillar that you found.
I
that's
see
like-
it.
And you heave yourself over the top of the pillar, and now you sort of have a vantage point
Yeah.
where you can start pulling out your crossbow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
But meanwhile, this larger man is like moving towards Sigmund, I guess. If he's not moving towards you. Meanwhile, he is going to attack Sigmund, who has no defense at the
We
moment.
have a change of attack, like change of music.
Oh, sure. I can change the music. Fine. I have multiple songs.
Yeah, that one's just kind of getting old for me.
Because I like this song too.
Someone's got an echo.
This is like Finley's heroic moment of like, I can shoot him. I've got this.
I feel so bad for never having played that game.
Oh, don't worry,
I'm
you're not the
ashamed.
only one. You're not the
Yeah,
only one.
this.
Okay, so this large lumbering man comes over and swings his arm toward you, but you manage to like move out of the way just in time. And you now have this spear. You have Finley's spear in your hand. So you can now attack him, I guess. If that's your goal, right? I'm assuming you want to fight him.
Of course.
Stop moving.
Okay.
I only wish to sacrifice you.
I only wish to sacrifice you. It's not a big deal. Okay, so you don't have any polearm skill though. So again, you're using your raw agility. Let me mark this for you real quick. So let me go and I have to add a skill here. So polearms. These are supposed to be agility. I don't know. I had them set to will. So let me fix that. Agility. Okay, so you actually have 5 dice right now. So you have 5 dice in total.
Okay.
How do you want to divide that up? Or no, you have 4 dice and then 1 goes to offense automatically. So you could do
Okay.
2 and 2 and then.
Well, Finley's disappeared, so
Yeah.
I'll fall back a little and just
Okay.
put only 2 in on attack.
Okay. So then you have 3 and 2. So roll your attack first. Okay.
Cool.
And then your defense.
What's an aresthesia?
Okay, so that's
2 and 2.
okay. 2 and 2. That's very good. Do you want to spend your fate on the offense or no?
I will.
Okay, cool. Let me just. I forgot to put it on loop. So let me do that.
Too bad.
Okay, that's too bad. I will
Still.
mark it though.
That's not too bad.
So give me a sec to mark that one. And that goes toward your agility as well. So I will put it towards your agility.
Direction of the screaming to help find out what's going on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you guys are making your way over there right now.
Yeah. Can I take out my sword while I'm running?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good.
So your sword is out.
Because I always have my sword at the ready.
Yeah, your sword's already out. You know, yeah.
So she's just running while taking out her sword and just getting ready for this.
Okay, you got 2 successes though, so he doesn't hurt you. And then that one is his defense. So yeah, you hit him.
I'm not using any weapons, but I'm gonna try to, intimidate the group.
I see. Okay, give me a second. I will have
I
to
don't know
mark.
what's that. Is that Will?
That's Will, yeah.
And is it all children that are attacking the
Well,
adults
the
that are
children
standing
are
to the side?
the children are sort of on the ground right now, and you basically wound this larger guy who's like, ugh. You slice through his robes, and he's like clearly wounded now, and he.
Is it like everyone is fighting?
Yeah,
or
basically.
And then all the cultists look like they're losing?
Yeah, essentially. So, you guys, at this point, since you outnumber them by so much, you don't necessarily need to roll at this point. Like, you've already sort of got them,
4 of them.
He is wounded.
There's 4 toys.
And Finley has escaped, essentially, to a safer place, so he's not in any danger.
Another toy has run away.
So, I'm kind of okay with saying that you drive them off, if that's what you want.
I want to kill one of them.
Is that all the
One
cultists?
shot at the leader, like.
Okay, so if your intent is to kill them, then yeah, then you'd have to like.
Yeah, no, she wants to kill the main cultist guy.
Then you'd have to roll for that because obviously you're not trying to drive them off. Is everyone else okay with like trying to kill them then? Because like the goal here was.
Because if you leave them be, then
okay,
they're just gonna keep doing.
Yeah, we
this.
can.
So-
We can, obviously.
So
That's when she makes a point. She's like, we can't let them leave, or else they're gonna hurt more innocent people.
So they're gonna fight back then, obviously, if you're trying to kill them.
Cultists, for your many sacrifices, your demons have come to reap the life force that you have
The
taken.
punishment is death. That's all I need to say.
Heretics, divine
Heretics.
punishment has come your way.
Righto.
Blah, blah, blah. Dramatic
Blah
statement.
blah blah. I'm bleeding here, guys. Come on, hurry it up.
Can you
Don't try to be
can
heroes.
you reduce the volume on the music?
Toys.
Oh sure. Yeah, I can do that because it is a little loud. There we go.
What's the recent Grand Kingdom?
So anyway, how this is going to work is you guys are all essentially helping each other. So Sigmund's going to be in front. So you are going to have 5 dice plus 3 dice from helping from everyone.
Pardon me.
So who's rolling what now?
Sigmund's rolling because he's in front.
Okay.
And then, of course, if this fails, I'm just going to have Finley roll his crossbow to try and shoot the guy.
Of course, you
Yeah.
have.
If that
because I have
lunge
longsword.
onto this person and stab him.
Right. So right now, Sigmund, you have 7 dice, and then you can
7.
divide that how you wish.
I'll
I just
do.
realized that image that I sent earlier is perfect for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll go 4 and 3.
4 and 3. Okay.
Those helping can advance their combat skills partially too, right?
Well, these are not
That's 4
really
successes.
for these. I mean,
No,
yes.
that's 3
sort of.
successes.
So 3 successes here, and then 2 successes here. So that would be a really bad wound if it hits him. So I'm gonna roll for him.
And before he puts all his dice in defense.
That's only 1, so you do hit him for 2. Let me check if the add on the weapon is 2, because I think it is.
Lucky thing that guy doesn't have fate points.
No, he does not. So you kind of all charge forward towards these cultists, and he's obviously being forced backward. Let's see. So the add is 2. So yes, you are going to do a B5 wound to him, which is pretty bad. I'm going to see if he hits you, though, because I still have to check that.
Right.
And he's wounded, so his dice go down as well. So, no, he does not hurt you. So, yes, he takes a significant wound. And at this point, I think I'm okay with just saying that you kill him, because he's not important. He's taken a severe wound anyway, and that would knock him out. So effectively, and if you want to kill him at that point, it'd be pretty easy for you to kill him.
He's just gonna stab him at that point.
Yeah. So essentially, all of you charge forward. You know, Umbry might come in and just, like put him off guard. Yet distracts him with this like speech, and he's like, "Where is that coming from?" And then you come in, Melanie, with this like stab as he's being forced backward. So you just like.
I distract them with the threat of divine punishment as I run my blade up his body from below.
But I'm okay with giving you all routine tests, so I'll do
Right,
that.
that works. So I can
I
mark
would like to
the
use intimidation
test
on
on swords, right?
What? Sorry? I didn't hear you. Dustin.
Oh, I thought I'd like to. Oh, who are you talking to?
I was
I
talking
can
to
mark
Umbry.
your,
No,
I can mark your routine on swords, right?
I'm doing it already, yeah. You don't need to worry about it.
So yeah, I'd like to intimidate the kids. Well,
Oh, you don't. They've already lost, so you don't have to worry about
no, but I
that.
want them to like scatter and leave.
Oh, they're already doing that.
Okay.
You have to
So I'm
retreat,
just gonna go.
retreat.
Yeah, you better run, you fucking brats.
All right, just give me a moment.
Well, I have
I'm still a vampire.
I'll be back in a bit.
I was like a dick game on that one.
Sword. Okay. So I marked all your advancements. You guys have succeeded in. The children have been driven away because you guys are not heartless. You're not. Are you gonna kill the children?
No, but I would give them a like strong
Nah.
warning.
Well,
Like,
see, Yet believes the children are good for nothing. So I feel like he obviously has no.
Well, I mean, she's like fucking Melanie's gonna try to.
And I think what would happen is like. I don't think you would kill them, but your dog might start chewing into them and like.
Well, I mean, the main thing here is that if they were like willing to do this, then what's to say that they won't grow up to be cultists? That's what she believes, at least.
I mean, it's funny.
without the cultists, I don't think they'll live through the forest. Like,
It's funny because like I think you could send your dog after them, and then your dog would start like hunting them down.
Yeah, she's just gonna send her dog then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
If you hear me, I have to eat, so I'll be back in a bit.
Okay,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
so that happened. So you basically like either killed or run off most of the children, and the leader of the cult is dead. So at this point, what are your plans at this point? Because Finley is very badly wounded. Sigmund seems fine. Sigmund isn't wounded because he's awesome.
So, Justin, will you NPC me while I eat?
Oh, sure. I don't know what
Thank you.
much I can do for you, but
So, what exactly is Finley going to do now? Because you're injured and you're kind of stuck in this situation where you're atop this pillar. Are you going to come down and like?
I'm going to like have a look around while I'm up there. Since anyway,
Yeah.
like
I mean, you can see like there's still candles like all around. There's you see the ritual circle from above. It definitely looks more like a lion's head
yeah.
from this distance, and you can see like the smoke coming up from the candles, kind of billowing upwards into the like because the roof is kind of broken up, so it kind of floats into the sky.
So I have a quick question.
Sure.
Is there any other like dark areas around here at this point?
Yeah, I mean the entire place is like there's only a little bit of light.
Yeah, so she's going to go off to the side at this point because she knows that she hasn't done it in a while, so she's going to go off to pray at this point. There's no
Okay.
pressing matters at this moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'm going to go down and start looking around for anything valuable, like from the guy's body or from
Okay.
the temple. Like,
So that would be a perception test.
okay,
Whatever you roll, that's the
I
higher
will
you
carefully examine the areas.
roll.
'Cause,
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Out of character, I'm just like, excuse me, I gotta go pray to our gods here.
Hey, you're not lying. You are praying to gods.
yeah, for all I know, you're taking a leak, so I don't care.
Exactly.
Okay,
Likely.
so what else can I add to this?
The morning pisses.
I mean, they can help you if you want their help.
Can I help with like not fighting but like intimidation? Or
Yeah.
is that terrible?
I mean, they don't need to. You don't need to intimidate anyone unless you're intimidating.
Wait.
them.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought we were talking about the fight.
No, the fight's over.
Yeah, the fight's over.
Speaking
Okay.
of, I should probably shut off.
Most of them are dead.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
And if they're not dead, they will be because your dog's gonna like.
My dog's hunting them down. Military dogs.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to.
Oh,
Be
look around.
perception?
Yeah. So yeah, Umbri will help you because she'd do
Okay.
that.
Yes.
So you get a die. So 2 extra dice from that.
All right.
And the ob is 1.
Let me down.
Wow.
I would like to add fate.
I hoped you would.
God damn it.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, well the room is pretty dark, so it's fairly difficult for you to find anything, and you're kind of distracted by the fact that you're bleeding out.
Yeah.
Well, not bleeding that badly, but you're bleeding like.
See, the funny thing here is that if you didn't have that wound on you, you would have done a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure.
You would have had a whole other dice to give you.
Unfortunately, you are wounded, so it is very difficult for you to accomplish anything at this point. Like you're going over to his body, and you can barely manage to do that.
Okay, well, since failing that, I'm just going to find a place to sleep. Because, ow, 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 everything hurts.
Sure. Okay, you're gonna go back to where you set up camp.
Yeah.
So now the city is safe.
For the most part.
We totally went against their orders, didn't we?
Well,
So
they
she-
told you.
Yeah, she's returning back from praying at this point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Damn crazy bastard. Taking in kids and... Yeah.
So you're kind of hanging out by the rug
Yeah.
and just like laying yourself on it.
See, I would love to help you with your bleeding, but the best I can do is heat up my sword and cauterize you. Do you think that'll help?
How long would the wounds actually take to heal?
Tell me more. I will let you know. It depends on if you get medical attention or not.
Because I can offer
No,
medical
who's
attention.
trained in
but-
medical?
No one here has the ability to help.
But that's, well, I mean, that's why I said I could cauterize the wound if he wants.
Well, you don't have any skill in that, so you.
Yeah, like...
I have
You
a
can
sword.
say you can do it, but...
I'm gonna use sword to help him with this
I'm gonna
wound.
heat up the sword and then just start closing the wound.
No.
You hit.
Let's
Roll
with the sword and
initiative.
stab you with it.
Hold
I
on.
have a sword. How's that gonna help you?
Yeah, exactly. Let me figure out how long it'll take real quick. I can get.
You hit. Roll for initiative.
Roll for damage. Oh, you rolled a 20. Okay.
Well, he wears
Pretty sad.
armor,
This
so
person is dead.
let's see. So you have a light wound. Let's see how long it'll take. 0
5 hours
skills.
later.
Well, yeah, it will take a while. Let me see. So you're not bleeding to death. So that's you're not actually like your wound isn't bleeding. So that's good. You cannot recover from meaty through mortal wounds until you have been. Okay, so essentially, I think it lasts till the end of the session.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
So just... As long as we're not fighting like a Balrog, I think we'll be fine.
I have to
Just lay
check.
there, bleeding out. It's okay.
I have to check because I.
No, I'm not bleeding. They just bit me.
Let's see.
It hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, light wounds subtract, but then I have to see because I remember it said how long, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check because I know if it's from the more severe wounds, it takes a lot longer, but if it's just if it's just a light wound, it's not as difficult. Yeah. Okay. So then you have treatment time requires time. Stop bleeding, which you don't need to do. Recovery. Oh, here we go. Okay, recovery. Light wound is OB2. Requires an OB2 health test. If successful, pain fades immediately. If failed, recovers 24 hours minus 4. So yeah. So basically, you need to roll a health test.
Okay.
Recovering for lesser wounds, it's possible for you to take care of it by yourself. So all you have to do is roll health.
Alright. So I shall do that.
Okay.
What is my health? Health is 4.
Okay, so you have a pretty good shot. It's OB2.
Is that on its own or up 2 because of the...
You do not add the. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to set it as 1, so it'll automatically make it 2.
Okay. Thank you. Because
You don't add
I got
it.
confused with that before, and
Yeah,
that nearly got me
yeah.
killed.
I did actually look into that. It said you don't add obstacle bonuses to.
Oh. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I don't,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
0 successes.
Wow.
This is like Old World of Darkness all over again.
You guys.
Oh my
You
god!
get 0.
In fact,
Okay.
start bleeding out faster.
No, it's
What
not.
about
It's not that
Persona?
bad.
Persona.
Well, he didn't. He has to do it before he rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If failed, the penalty remains for 24 hours minus the fort exponent. So, what's your fort?
My fort is,
Isn't it 2 or something? Because you didn't sleep?
Yeah. So it's it'd be 3, I think. Total. Yeah, it's 2. So yeah, 2.
Yeah.
So that's 22 hours. So I'm gonna mark that on your sheet.
okay.
The other wound that you have to test for that as well.
I have to test my might?
Your health again.
Oh.
Except this
Okay.
time you said it is OB0.
So up 0?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be an up 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yes. Okay, so you barely managed to recover from that one. So you do get the smaller wound does go away.
Okay.
You're back, guys.
Jesus Christ, that's my rolls today.
Yeah, I've been rolling way too well. I'm like so shocked. Okay, so that goes away, so we don't need to keep changing the ob. But this one stays for wound on leg. This is your leg, by the way. So wound
Okay.
on leg.
Damn ankle biters.
Be 21 hours. So yeah, you're fairly injured, but you'll heal eventually. It'll just take longer. But your leg's wounded. But you did manage to escape with
Yep.
your life, and you killed the cultist, which wasn't your goal. Good job, though, doing that.
So yeah, all we actually need to do is wait for the actual guards to.
Well, they're going to come after you return.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to somehow get home with a wounded leg. You're going to have to walk back. And,
Well, do all of us need to go there? Like.
You could stay here, and that's
Be
fine.
killed by cultists.
I guess.
Well,
I can return and give the report if you want me to.
But if something else shows up here, yeah, you could deal with that.
Like I said, I can return back if you guys want me to.
Yeah, great idea. You send her back. That's smart. Everyone else can stay here and make sure that no one dies. I'm kidding. So yeah, what is your plan at this point?
Unless you guys want to hunker down for a little while and rest more until that wound of yours magically goes away.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one wounded, so it depends on how everyone else feels.
I honestly don't mind.
Yeah, I wonder what Leo's thinking, because...
I mean, it's more time for me to rest and relax at this point, and I don't have to worry about stuff back home.
I am also very exhausted by the travel, and the things that I want to do are just explore the area, since this is the reason I wanted to come here is because I don't have a map of this area.
Okay.
And I want to complete my map and also make a map of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what that sounds like to me? She takes out her fucking alcohol. Booze break!
I think he laughs in character.
No, and what's best
I didn't know
about
you
this-
had any.
Yeah,
You brought that?
Yeah, I brought it. I mean, did you really expect me not to bring something? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I should also say that I guess I should ask someone. Does alcohol help with disinfectant?
You don't need to disinfect anything.
Anybody?
This wound isn't.
You made me carry your second pack. Why would you bring this alcohol in your first pack?
Because I trust my alcohol with myself and nobody else.
But why? Just sighing over and over.
Ignore her. Hey.
You want some?
Yeah.
I'm willing to share.
And he's just like, gimme. This'll help me deal with the pain.
So she just starts pouring some out for everybody.
Okay.
Alright, so everybody roll, do not get drunk.
You don't need to, well, it depends. If you guys want to get drunk,
I want to get drunk and I want to get wasted.
then you don't need to roll. Just eventually.
I am not going to take any of the drinks.
Okay.
Oh, you're sharing. I'll have
Yeah,
some.
I'm sharing. I mean, the best thing about this is that she's a natural drunk, so.
Yeah. So yet you and Melanie sort of sit together, or Eloise rather.
This has been a creepy day, hasn't it?
Well, I mean, I woke up to the fact that one of our friends was getting their butts whooped. So
One thing that you'd notice yet actually is like as you sort of like sit down in this small room, you notice the giant lion head smeared along the wall, like behind, like in the back of the room.
gross.
Is that a painting?
Yeah, it looks like a painting of like a lion's head of some kind, and it's like black, like and dripping across the wall, like parts of it drip.
I have
from
a
the wall.
question. Does this relate to me with my demonology or
You know,
obscene history?
you could roll demonology to see if this thing resembles a sort of demon.
Okay, sure. I don't care. Why not? So that would be the final total is 2 for my demonology.
Okay.
So do I just roll 2 or how does this
Sure.
work?
Sure. Yeah.
No, I'm saying how does this work? How do I do this?
No. Yeah. That's what you do.
So 2d6.
No. You click the die next to.
Oh,
the
no, I see where it is. Okay, it's B2 here. Okay. Is there a difficulty?
Yeah. I'll set the obstacle in a sec. I'm looking for it.
Okay.
It's under D.
Because I have obscure history and then demonology.
Yeah. The obscure history doesn't help you here, but this would be it'll be, I think, a graduated test. So the higher you get, the more you'll understand about this thing. So you'd set it as ob 1.
Okay, so I just set it as
Actually, it does say obscure history counts.
Hey! Can I link them together?
So yeah, you'll get an extra die for obscure history.
Sweet.
Because you might actually know about this specific demon. And stuff.
Right, so do I put it as B3 for this case
No,
then?
you just when it asks you for modifiers, you.
Oh,
add
you
one.
put +1. Okay.
Yeah.
1. I have to put +1 for it?
Yeah, for modifiers.
Okay.
Or just 1.
Alright, and then base obstacle is 1.
Yes, that's correct.
Ah, sad face.
Ah,
I'm too drunk to remember.
That makes so much sense. You're like, it's a demon.
I know what.
think,
I know what. She's like, she's moving over to it, and she's like, I know what this is. I just can't remember. So
You,
she's like, you can tell she's
yeah.
fucking wasted.
Yeah.
That booze is
Realized
good.
that I just got back.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome back.
They're examining the lion head on the wall. Now,
And
And we're drunk.
the interesting thing about this is that you don't know what it is, but you think whatever you know, like whatever it is, it's probably whatever the cultists were involved with, because they mentioned it several times. Although
Yeah.
not to you, but Finley would probably explain like that's what they were saying, or Sigmund would say that.
so she's just like slurring at this point. She's like, I'm gonna look at this later, and I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing this.
But sort of as you fall into this sort of drunken state, you hear almost like from the ether, you almost hear like this low growling sound.
Me?
Yeah.
the
Awesome.
ether?
Yeah. Okay.
Does anyone else hear this low growling, or?
I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's me because I have an
But it-
arcane situation here.
But it's sort of like this background noise, like almost like static, like it's
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
You're pretty sure, even without having to roll demonology, that like messing around in this thing's domain is probably not a good idea. Considering you killed all of its followers, it's probably not happy with you.
So she's just gonna lightly put her hands like on who was the person that was drinking with her?
Yet.
Yeah, she's gonna put her hands on Yet's back and like start pushing at him and just be like, we should go. I don't like this place. This is not fun. I am too drunk to deal with this.
And your response?
The demons, we don't need to worry about it. it has no power now that the cultists who are worshipping them hid.
It's still a bad thing.
It's
And
not.
you trust me. You don't want to mess with these forces. Let's just go. We did what we wanted to do. Come on, I'll give you more alcohol.
I'm gonna throw my knife at the painting.
Okay.
Very comfy beds.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that, so you just like
It just sinks into the painting.
sinks into the well. It bounced because the wall is made of this like gold material, so it actually doesn't really stick into the wall. But the knife bounces off of the paint and scratches it a little bit, and you hear the growling sound like visibly like jump in volume, like. And it seems to be like you can almost all like hear it outside of the room, this like growling noise. And Melanie, you'd probably notice the shadows around the I'm assuming you like put the torch back or something, or did you leave it?
Yeah, she put the torch back to where it was.
I mean, there are still torches in the hallway, but you can almost see the shadows kind of moving around.
Right.
On the floor, like in a very unnatural way that you'd be sort of somewhat familiar with.
So, at that point,
as if like there's something like there's a shadow of something there, but you don't see anything.
Can she kind of like sit like in the circle and start like just?
Well, the circle is in the other room, so you'd have to leave the room that you're in and then move into the ritual room.
Okay, so what about we're seeing the shadows in this room, though, right?
Yeah, you can see them. So you'd be moving out of this room that you're in.
Okay, then I think that she's gonna go like try and investigate the shadows and stuff.
And your dog is actually like barking fairly loud at the.
But she's gonna interact with the shadows in this case.
All right. You sort of see the shadows sort of moving around on the ground as if there's like something there, but you don't see anything.
Can I try and use sorcery or something?
Like how exactly are you using sorcery just to identify if there's like magic involved in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case.
Yeah, that would work. But again, I think it would be an ob 2.
Okay.
It wouldn't actually be very difficult.
Yeah, I wonder if my sunbird starts squawking.
And I'll give you an extra die because this is your specialty. So.
Okay, so +1.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And then ob is 2.
2, yes. So this is very easy for you to identify that this is some sort of magic.
I failed.
Wait,
is there a 6? No.
No. Well, the 6 automatically would re-roll because you have thing.
Then can I use fate?
So yeah, well no, because sorcery is open-ended, so you would have succeeded automatically.
Oh, okay.
Or you would have re-rolled it automatically. But essentially, you get a little bit too close to these shadows, and you can like feel something like breath, almost like this shallow sort of cold air in your face. And it seems to be like you can feel a presence in front of you, like a very strong presence. Like it's not visible, but it's like blocking the entryway. So you basically like went up to go examine the shadows, and now this thing is like breathing in your face, and you can't see it. You don't really know exactly what's going on, but it appears that there's a strong presence that's like that's blocking your way.
Right.
Out of our way, foul beast.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You're gonna try to like actually like intimidate this thing? I'm asking Sigmund. Are you gonna try to like get it to go away? Because you could do that.
I could try that, or could try to quote some.
I mean, you have conspicuous. You could at least like, or well, this would be intimidation. So, but it would be based on your will. So I will add that for you. Learning lots of skills today.
Okay, I'll try that.
And then if his doesn't work, can I try persuasion?
And while they're doing that, can I try inconspicuous so I'm ignored?
You don't necessarily need to do that because you're not making yourself known. You're just sitting in the corner. You're
Oh, yeah, I
already
did
you're
run
already
that.
sort of inconspicuous. Like, yeah, I'll give you that for free. You don't need to roll for that. You're already inconspicuous.
Do I have an op for that, or?
The obstacle would probably be because you're doing it untrained. It would be very high. It'd be like an 8. But you could get help from Melanie, or you want to do your roll separately. But it'll be challenging for you. So that's good. You want challenging tests. So.
Not the shitty tests.
But the ob would probably be around 8, I'd say.
8. Okay, let's do that.
And you wanted to fork in your doctrine as well. And you could
I
also,
would, yeah.
You could also use conspicuous. So I'll give you another die. So that's you'd have 5 dice against 8. So you don't really have any chance of succeeding, but you have to roll it anyway because once you know the obstacle, you have to roll.
Okay. Let's do this. So the 5 dice, you said?
Yes. Oh, well, that's fine. So you have 2 6s there. You could reroll both of them if you wanted, but
Meh.
it's up to you. So you got 2 successes. No, 4 successes. You needed 8.
8.
So you were only halfway there, but it will count as a challenging. I think 5 versus 8. See, that's why I wanted you to roll the thing, so now I have to actually look it up. I don't know. But I'll give you well, I actually have to see. No. You know what? I'll do it real quick just so I don't have to calculate it. So let me do it the way I would have done it. And then it's going to be here, so I go intimidation, roll this, modifier 2, submit, Martha 0, base obstacle 4. Okay, so yeah, it'd be a routine? Really? Huh. That seems ridiculous, but okay. So yes, it wouldn't give you any kind of advancement, unfortunately. But that's okay. You tried. But it doesn't seem to be, it seems to be more aggressed by this. So unless Melanie succeeds, it's probably going to end up causing some problems for your group.
Uh-oh.
So it's on you now.
So, can I
Sorry, Umbri, what were you planning on doing?
using persuasion to assist Melanie?
Oh, sure, yeah, so you can give her a die. How are you helping? Well, I need to see what she's doing first, because I'm wondering how you're planning on persuading this thing.
Plan on,
No, I'm asking
She wants to link demonology.
Okay.
She wants to.
Not worth your trouble.
She wants to link demonology and persuasion together.
Okay.
Because she assumes this is something related to the Black Lining at this point.
Yes. Okay.
And she kind of wants to say that, that they're not here to mess with his domain at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
And that they're just here at this point doing what they came to do, and they're preparing to leave soon.
Okay. And then how are you? Because so that's what she says out loud. So how is Aaron helping? How is Aaron helping with that?
Using persuasion to assist, we're just curious. We're here to explore, gather information, nothing more.
Okay, so you're saying that you're only here to explore after you've killed at least 6 people.
I mean, they attacked us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they attacked first.
You didn't offer yourself to them. How rude. You should have. So in total, Melanie, you get let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 dice, and the ob is 4. So good luck. You want to spend your persona on this?
Yeah, I'll spend it. So that's 5 at this point.
Okay.
I already deducted the thing.
Okay, I'll mark it here. So this will be for persuasion. So you have 5 dice. You need 4 successes. Oh, and also you have the call-on trait. So
yeah, I'll use the call-on.
Yeah, so you'll reroll your failures when you get them.
Okay. So would I use demonology in this case?
No, you'd roll your persuasion skill.
Okay, persuasion.
And the
Alright.
odd is 4.
And then the modifiers, what?
Well, the modifier would be 2, and then you put Artha 1 as well.
2 or so 1. And then obstacle is 4.
4, yes.
Alright.
Okay. So.
And then I reroll failures or something?
Yes. So you'd reroll 3 dice.
Okay. So do I just roll 36?
Mm-hmm. Let me just mark off your test first.
It's 3, 4, 3, so that's 1, 4 there.
Okay. 3, 4, 3. So you only get 3 successes.
3 successes against 4.
So it doesn't seem very satisfied with your persuasiveness. It attempts to like force you backward. Are you gonna like stand your ground?
Yes.
Not necessarily like literally physically. I mean it's literally like pushing you backward like with this force.
Yeah, she's gonna try and stand her ground.
Okay, so roll me like a fort test.
Okay, so let's see. So I just roll my fort at this point?
Yeah, and the obstacle will be 3.
Okay, so hold on. I'm trying to actually click the dice.
Sure.
So it would let me. Alright, no modifiers, I'm assuming, at this point?
Nope.
Okay, and then Artha.
I mean, unless someone's like helping you.
More difficult for persuasion because I assisted.
Yeah.
So is anyone going to try and help me, like, stand my ground?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. So you can roll your you helping with power, so that's fine. I'm assuming you're just holding her back. So then you'll get an extra die there, so you'll have 6.
Alright, so that's +1. Alright, obstacle, in this case, is 4.
3.
Okay, 3. 3 versus 3, I stand my ground.
Ooh.
Okay. That's nice. So you get this like burst of power that you can feel like chill your entire form, but you don't back away. You're standing your ground and you aren't forced backwards. It seems to be giving you a warning, so you can choose what you want to do, but it's essentially very frustrated with you, and you don't even need to be a demonologist to know that if you don't leave like immediately, it's probably going to kill all of you.
Yeah. At this point, you know, she knows that, like, even though she's like slightly drunk at this point,
yeah.
she's just kind of like turning around and like literally, you know, grabbing the other two that was holding it, you know, her back, you know, by their, you know, outfits and starts just trying to drag them along with her. And she's like, "All right, that's it, we're leaving." Like, and she says that without any drunken slur either, so she's pretty cognizant of what's going on right about now.
And just to keep in mind, this is before Yet actually gets to finish any of his like mapping. So you're being forced
that happened
out.
Right away.
Yeah.
We just drank a bit and then did that.
Yeah, so she's trying to drag you guys around. She's like, "I don't care where else we're going. I don't care, you know, where we gotta stop, but we are not staying here."
Okay, so you guys like run out of there.
But my maps.
Your maps can be.
I need a map.
I will.
I don't have anything to give to the priest.
Shut up! I will escort you to a higher ground or wherever the fuck so you can make your map, but we are not staying here. Do you value your life? Then we are leaving now. Do you understand me?
You won't be able to make your map if you did.
Is everyone else going with you, or?
I'm going with.
Okay, so you're going with, and then I'm assuming Finley will like
I have really no reason to stay, so
limp out of the place. Yeah. And you
someone help Finley, you know, carry him or something.
I will.
Okay, so
I'm in good shape.
You're helping Finley out, and you guys can all feel this cold presence as you leave, watching over you.
Staying here at this point is not going to help any of us. We did what we were supposed to do. Let's get out. I'll help you with your map. Let's just get out of here.
And just as a note, Yet, as you're being dragged out, you feel this chill across your body. and it sort of reminds you of something.
Did we get a rest?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You got to rest, but I think I already fixed yours.
Yeah.
You got to
okay.
rest. So
Yeah, I don't think I got to rest because.
No,
I
you
did.
You didn't.
It was only like half an hour.
But yeah, well, that's enough. I mean, that's
Okay.
enough of a rest. Short rest.
I mean, you were waiting 2 hours for me to come back. Like.
Yeah, that also happened. So yeah, that makes sense. You could have rested at that point. Anyway,
What do you mean it reminds us of something?
Well, no, it reminds Yet of something.
Oh, sorry.
I'd actually like you to roll me like a steel test, because as you feel this cold buckling up against your knees, you remember you felt a similar sort of feeling as your family was being attacked.
Oh.
So I'd like you to roll me a steel test.
I'm assuming nobody can help them with this.
Is that attributes?
It's under your.
Where is it?
Just go to your.
Oh, found it.
Yeah.
Obstacle?
Well, you also get the obstacle. I'm checking right now, because this would be very high. If I remember correctly, I have to look up steel.
Sits over here with.
Here we go. I
P5
got it.
steel.
I got it. Okay.
My steel's only 2, so it
There
might be
we go.
impossible.
I got it. It's gonna be where the heck?
Stop making those noises, Carl, please.
Modifiers?
Yeah, I think the modifiers you get like an extra die. I'm just looking for where the difficulty is. The difficulty is it would be ob 1, so the total obstacle would be what's your will?
My will or my steel?
Your will.
Will is 3.
3. Okay, so your obstacle would be 10.
Oh.
Modifier 1?
And then the modifier is 1, yes.
Do I need to... Okay, it's impossible, but...
Yes, it is. But this determines how long you hesitate for. So you hesitate for 8 seconds.
Okay.
Which essentially means, like...
Yeah, I said but my maps and then step
You're being
away.
dragged out, and then you feel this cold presence, and you just, like... Will you tell me how you react? Because you realize that this is the
So
same...
is hesitating from escaping or hesitating...
Hesitating from escaping, yeah. So you would, like...
Oh, so it's I stay here for 8 seconds.
Yeah, you would,
Yeah,
like,
you kind of just
stop.
freeze up.
And you freeze up because you remember this feeling from when you're...
Are the shadows rolling like mist?
Yeah, they're rolling towards you.
Okay, so I see the skeletal tiger thing in my backstory. Skeletal lion. That was in my backstory.
You don't see it fully, but you can sort of feel it.
I see like a shadow shape, and then my brain matches a pattern to that. Matches a random pattern just to find it because I'm expecting to see it.
Right.
And then I
almost like
I look back.
You can visualize
and
it.
like
there,
fall
you
on the
can
ground and scream, "No, get it away from me!"
And it sort of starts approaching towards you, and it's going to basically lunge for your body in anger.
Can we try get away?
Yeah.
Can I try and get in the way?
You could try to help him, but
yeah, I would like to try to help.
Okay.
I'd like to get in the way.
Okay, so you're doing that. So do me a favor, and you have your sword out still, right? Or you don't have it out because you were resting. So you don't have a sword. So it would basically just be your agility. So what's your agility?
Who?
You.
My agility, just the stat or?
No, I'm talking to Silver. Yeah.
Okay, because I did have my I never put it away.
Well then, what were you doing?
Did not put your weapon away.
I mean, what were you doing when you were drinking? Did you have your sword out? Like.
Yeah, just had it at my side. I never put it away.
Well, you know,
It's away if it's in your sheath.
but you don't have an instinct to like take out your sword, so like you would have been resting and not had your sword out and all that because that wouldn't make sense.
Alright, that's fine. But yeah, my agility's 4.
Oh, you do have brawling. Never mind. So you can use
Yeah, I
that.
do have brawling.
So you don't need to use your agility. So
Okay.
so you have basically 3 dice to get in front of this thing.
Jesus, my fucking agility would have been higher than that.
Yeah, but then you would have had double penalty
Oh, yeah, true. No. Okay.
that you have.
So I'll use brawling then, yeah.
And Yet can't help you because he's on the ground. So you have
Okay.
3 dice.
So I have 3 dice? Okay.
Yeah. I'll actually. Did you take your spear back or did you give it to Sigmund?
I don't think I had a chance to take my spear back.
Okay. So.
Which I'm just gonna grab Yet and like hobble out, like.
Okay.
try to,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. You're like trying to get him away,
like-
and then
Yeah.
so yeah, 3 dice for you.
Okay.
Do you want to like yeah? And I'll just do it this way. So 3 dice, sure.
Okay, so it's 2 plus 1, and then
Yeah.
0 Artha, or do I have Artha?
No, 0. Yeah.
Then
You
base
know what I mean?
obstacle?
The base obstacle, I'll roll it for you right now.
Yeah.
That'd be 10s. Okay, so the obstacle is 2.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So basically, you managed to pull him away from the snarling noise because you can't see where this thing is. And you managed to pull him out of the ruin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
Yay.
he's like
So
not-
so what she does is she grabs him and then pulls him behind her, like outside of the room, and basically like sits him down and like just kind of gets in the way.
okay. And he's like non-responsive for a little bit, but eventually, like as he reaches the outside, he's snaps back into reality.
Yeah, and she's just kind of just glaring at the shadows as they're receding, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they kind of recede back into the building.
And so
I-
she looks at the others and she goes like, "That is why I said we should leave."
I stood up and look at the receding shadows in wonder, and then I'm still shivering and like thank you profusely
She offers
for
she offers you the a little bit more of the well, at least whatever left of the alcohol she has. She's like, "Take this for your nerves."
By the way,
Trust me,
you
it
do
helps.
get a challenging steel test, so that isn't worthless.
what? Oh,
It's
okay.
like you got a challenging skill test, which is good for you.
Oh, so I got
it helps.
XP.
It helps for advancing, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But yeah, she gives you like the bottle of her alcohol, and she's just
And that's
like,
significant for your character too, because this is like your worst fear come to life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks. What was her name?
Eloise.
Eloise.
Thanks, Eloise.
yeah,
You're the greatest.
yeah, thanks. Drink that. Give it to me when you're done. We are not
It's
going
like-
back there.
One big gulp and then hand it back.
Yeah,
Ah,
she's like,
who keeps switching this?
I didn't know you were working with it. I thought it was just something that was messing up on my end.
I was
but,
trying
anyway.
to add
Yeah,
your
go ahead.
test
Feel free.
because
But,
you get a routine brawling test,
Okay.
so I added that.
This is why I didn't want to come here.
Yeah, so she looks at him and she's like, "I'll help you with your map, and once we get to a higher place, but we can't come back to these ruins. So if we come back here, if we're gonna head back, we have to go around these. I don't want to go through there again. Not with that. Everybody in agreement?
I agree.
Well, we're already out. I don't think we need to go around the place.
Well, I mean, we don't know what side we're on here at this point, and plus, the map maker here needs to actually get more of his map, so we have to go out of our
Well,
way.
does the entrance look like the exit?
Are we on the same exit that we
Yeah.
came into
Yeah.
in from?
You came out the same way you came in.
Okay, then yeah.
But
So
I
at this
wanted
point,
but I wanted to find out more about the ruins. But I guess surviving is more important.
Right, I mean,
anyway.
you could go in there and try to stop the lion thing from killing you. That's a possibility.
Your radiant light.
I'm not
You're not
suicidal.
stupid, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Maybe
so
your
it's just
radiant light will drive back the shadows.
it's like
As
how about we all decide to go back to the city after we help finish with this little map thing. We'll get a higher vantage point, and then he can draw from a safe distance.
I can just help Yet climb a tree.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, you guys don't
Be
necessarily.
careful.
You guys don't necessarily need to roll to get to a vantage point because you're on a hill.
Yeah,
So at
Okay.
this point, you would
it's just
just
more about drawing.
I would just make you roll the cartography test now to see if you
So,
actually draw a good.
I'd also like to see if are the shadows still there, and if they are they like avoiding the pillars of light?
No, they don't seem to be avoiding the light. They're just kind of moving around it. It's sort of like the shadows are an outline. So you can only really see if that makes sense. It's not like the shadows are avoiding it. It's just sort of the shadows are more like the outline of whatever you're seeing. So it's like as it was moving towards you, you saw the shadows move. But it was clearly like the shadows are more of like an outline of it than it is the actual thing.
Okay, I'll give myself a -1 modifier for not being in the city. And what's the obstacle?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was gonna be ob1 because you're doing it from the
I would like to
outside.
help with that. Because
Okay, how
Finley.
do you have like I mean you could help like
well, I was the one stealthing around in that city.
yeah,
So
actually that's a good point. So you could easily give a bonus
yeah,
die.
so I could be like, okay, there was this, and
That's great. I like that.
So they cancel out and modifier 0?
No, the obstacle increases.
Oh, right. So +1 modifier, +1 obstacle.
Yeah. So is there anyone else who wants to do anything? I like this though.
Probably walk up to Melanie and find out. So, you two.
Let me figure out your difficulty. Hold on.
I'm talking with Finley so far right now.
Right.
So she's just gonna turn her head to the person trying to get her attention. What?
Oh, now that I think about it, I'm starting to think. Before you became a guard, were you some kind of scholar?
In a way, I suppose that could be true.
Okay, the obstacle is going to be I'll make it easy. I'll make it ob3.
Ob3 and then +1 for
So ob4.
being out of the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you please tell
you can
me?
also do it carefully.
Oh man.
Well, I was gonna say he couldn't actually, but
No.
so
Can you
well you rolled the wrong skill, so you have to roll it again.
Oh shoot! I clicked
You're
cartography
the
and then I-
orienteering.
You could do this carefully or slowly. Like.
Well, I would say that I actually realized that I've been doing that and it hasn't really benefited anything. Oh, also you get illuminations bonus as well, so that's another extra die.
Oh.
And then orienteering as well because you found your way around the place.
Really?
So yeah. So you have
Okay,
7
so
dice.
+3 modifier.
Yeah.
And obstacle 5.
Oh, and you have map-wise, so +4.
That's for following. I thought that was something to fork into orienteering.
No, that's anything.
Yeah, that
okay.
works well. So just take it.
Okay.
So modifier 4, and then your obstacle is
3.
4.
Okay, 4.
So you have 8
and then
dice.
+1 for being outside the city. Obstacle.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
what I said. So the total is 4. No, you. Okay. You have 3. So if you roll the fate and you succeed, then you get it. So then you just.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're going to spend that.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
And you got a 4, so it works.
Okay, so yes, you managed to complete this map of the place.
Are you clicking the spending fate, or should I?
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Okay.
So yeah, like probably Finley's helping and going, hey, so what's this thing over here? Like,
Yeah.
like trying to learn what he can about.
I'm gonna explain the things as well. We've got time.
Okay, that makes sense. So you do that, and then you get a.
I'm still a little rattled.
Yeah.
I might explain it
Yeah,
later.
so yeah,
once we're
I'm just
further
thinking
away.
like I'm helping you by like taking your mind off it, being like, So what's this map thing like?
And then Melanie is talking with
Yeah.
the person that was asking about her.
Right. So I actually want to see that conversation. So let's cut over there.
Oh, I can't see it.
So since you've confirmed that you're a scholar, and you seem to know some things about that lion, or whatever, that shadow stuff, do you think you can teach me what you know on better preparing against such things? How to avoid?
How about this? Don't poke weird shit. That's all I can really tell you.
Don't poke weird shit.
I mean, to be fair, we were meddling in a place where occultists were doing God knows what all, and we were in the same area as, the place where we killed them. So, whatever God or anything that we pissed off, that's probably what was trying to kill us. And I'd rather not go back there. Any other questions?
So the best way to avoid it is to not go back there.
And anything that looks like it's more likely to hurt you than to help you, I would try and avoid as well.
Well, a long while ago, while we were still walking our way to those ruins, when certain pair were having the argument, I saw a squirrel that apparently had hypnotic eyes. I was mesmerized by it. I wonder what you knew about that.
And where did you see this?
In the forest.
Okay. Okay, let me think off the top of my head. So it was a... Do you remember the pattern at all?
I can't remember the pattern, but I remember staring deep into its eyes and being mesmerized.
What color were its eyes?
So, Carl, do you still have the drawing of the squirrel?
Yep. Hold on a moment.
Can you show it?
Yes, I can. Here it is.
Yeah, eyes were kind of a greenish yellow. It was kind of a gray squirrel.
Now I remember everything suddenly.
I to be fair, I don't think it was colored in.
No, it was.
Can I roll anything for this? Demonology or...
So what is your intent here? Like, what is your goal exactly?
Me?
Yeah, with your
Try and
goal.
figure out what exactly she saw.
What she saw. Okay.
There's a different... I mean, because there's a difference from just looking at a regular squirrel and looking at something that's mesmerizing you, basically.
Okay, I see. So let me check my... I think that would be a... That would be like a... let me check. So that's the same roll, of course. So demonology again. And you can fork obscure history to see if you know anything about this particular type of creature.
So that would be a +1.
And then she's helping you by describing it.
Yeah.
So you get another one.
Does sorcery also help because it's magical in some sort?
No.
Okay. Then it's demonology in this case.
Actually, yes, because it says that under demonology. So yes.
Okay. So then it's +3 at this point in modifiers.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
The obstacle.
Wait until you give me anything else.
The obstacle is 2.
Okay, so +3. Is this my Artha?
No, 0.
Okay. And then base one is... You said obstacle is 2?
2, yeah.
That's a 1. Did I get 6? Nope. Okay. So I don't know offhanded.
You don't know. Whatever it is, it's probably not very common.
Yeah.
So Nova, can I learn map making from yet?
No.
Or at least how to read a map?
No, because you would have to get, like, well, you don't necessarily need to use it for any reason. So until then, you don't necessarily get a test for it.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have instruction. Like, he'd need to be able to teach you. He doesn't have that skill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can't actually, like, teach you anything.
So, like, what she basically says is, like, she looks over at her and she's like, I can't help you right now. It would be easier if I had my books with me, but they're back at the camp.
Okay.
As far as I can tell you, you're dealing with something in magical in sense. Which, let's hope that it's not following us, because if it is, then...
You hear this tiny squeaking noise behind you.
Echo.
Yeah, there's an echo.
That's bad echo.
Voices start to echo in your mind.
Okay, I think it's gone.
Okay, yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now.
I
Alright,
unplugged my headphones.
so, can I try and roll a perception test?
You don't need to.
Okay, so we do see it then.
Oh yes, you can very clearly see this squirrel.
Okay, can I try and scrutinize what it is then, based on seeing it this time?
No,
Okay.
because it rides. So you're not really aware of what this thing is, but you can see it coming towards you.
Okay.
You know what? You can roll me actually.
Hmm.
Roll me your will. How about that? Let's roll that.
Okay.
Whatever
Any
you
modifiers, or...
Nope.
Okay, what's the obstacle?
The obstacle will be. I'll roll it. Give me a second. I will roll some dice.
I'll obey the Hypnotoad.
Well, in this case, Hypno Squirrel.
So it's 1.
Something.
2. It's 2.
It's a 6. I'll use a fate point.
Yep. Okay, cool. So let me mark that off.
That's a 3. Damn.
I see. Well, that is no bueno for... You are lost in the squirrel's eyes.
I'm sorry, I kept hearing echoes, and I was like, oh, yeah.
As it approaches you, these voices start swirling in your head, and for some reason you can't you just can't look away from it. It's just so entrancing. You are dominated by this tiny animal. Meanwhile, you can clearly notice that this is happening, Aaron. So what is your plan?
Alright, I'm gonna try and warn the rest of the group for dealing with a hypnotic squirrel.
Hypnotic squirrel, run away! Don't look at it!
Yeah, warning
Hypno
it.
Square.
Hypnotic squirrel, don't look it in the eyes. Try and kill it without looking it in the eyes.
I'm going to throw my knife at the squirrel.
Okay, cool. Roll your throwing.
Okay. Can I also add my knife skill?
Yes.
Okay. And I will take aim.
Okay. That's fine. You have enough time. It's not like this is... Well, actually, yeah, if you take aim, then it will actually affect her more. So, if you take your time...
I don't know what's going on, so I just know, hey, the squirrel's, like, bothering.
Yeah. But I'm saying that, like, if you fail after taking aim, then it would actually make the effect worse.
Okay.
On your friend or, well, companion.
I am okay with that.
Traveling companion. Alright, cool.
So, knife skill plus 2?
Plus 2, yeah.
Yes, okay. And what's the op?
The ob is going to be, I'd say, I think for throwing weapons there's a specific thing, so I have to check.
Oh, okay.
Give me a sec to look it up. Because there is a specific thing for this. It's not moving though, so it's probably not going to be very high. I just have to look what the base obstacle is. You know, I'll say 1, because it's honestly not that hard. Like, it's not moving.
Okay.
It would be pretty simple even if you were...
3 to 1.
3 to 1. Yeah, that's easily like a superb hit. Were you?
And there's a
planning-
6 if you wanted to re-roll it
Nah.
to get higher.
Okay, so let me see what the knife damage is. What's your? But this is a thrown weapon, so you'd roll a d6 to determine damage randomly.
Okay. So just 1d6?
Yes, please.
Alright.
5.
5. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Let me check your knife. Combat. I did not write your knife on here. Well, okay.
It should be throwing.
Your knife would be +1. Oh, it's under missile.
Yeah.
What's it say? So, throwing knife, superb hit is 5 damage. Yeah, that probably would kill a squirrel, I think. Either way, I think that's pretty solid. Oh, well, so, wait, yeah, but then you add extra because you hit higher. Yeah, you hit really well, so it would be a 6. And then you do a 5 damage hit, which would probably kill a squirrel. If not, it would at least, like,
Mortally wound
it. So essentially, oh yeah, but you're wounded. Oh well, it's not really a big deal.
I mean,
So-
if you hadn't been wounded, you would have had another dice to roll anyway.
Oh, but did you? Yeah, it already got factored into your roll because it was.
Yeah, it did.
No, it did. Okay, so
That's
you're.
why he got 3 to 1.
Yeah, so
Mouse,
you.
mouse over the wounds -1. It's like rolling floor, and it's got a billion zeros.
Yeah, I saw that. So essentially, what happens is you're trying to kill it, or are you trying to drive it off? Like which?
Well, at least I would like to drive
Yeah,
it
'cause
off.
you-
If I kill it, it's a bonus. Like,
You definitely like are able to wound it, and it's going to break the spell, obviously.
Yeah.
So you throw this knife and it scurries backward, and the spell is broken as it like breaks its.
And
gauge.
she's just holding her head at this point. Damn thing.
And you get a routine knife test as well, or a routine throwing test. So I will. add that to your-
I suggest we start heading back now.
And I'm assuming, do I get anything for the will, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'll have to check. Actually, I will do that in a second. I'm at his right now. Check. So you get a routine throwing, and then I will check for the.
I'm gonna grab my knife, clean it, and sheath it back into my.
All right. Cool. Yeah. No, it's a routine, so you don't get anything.
Okay.
So yeah, you are almost hypnotized by a squirrel. Well, you were, and then he saved you. So, how do you feel about that?
Irritated and more pressing towards figuring out what it was.
Yeah. In the meantime, as you're trying to figure that out, you sort of all regroup. You have so the map is complete.
Mhm.
You would still need to finish your reports and all that such, but you're fairly able to and ready to return. Although it might be difficult because you do have one of yours that's wounded. So what's your plan sort of going forward now at this point? Because I kind of want to wrap this up, but I'm kind of wondering what your plan is for the next session. If you're
Probably
going...
just light all our torches and head back, or not all of them, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Because you did mention we didn't actually use our torches the last time.
No, so you could light them and start heading.
Should I roll orienteering again?
You know what? Yeah, just to sort of wrap this up, let's do it that way. And this time it would be easier, so it'll be odds 3.
Forking.
And you guys.
Map-wise.
Yes, map-wise. I'll give you 2 dice because now you actually have a complete map.
Okay. 2 modifiers, 2 total.
Way to go, Nami! You made a map of the world.
Yeah. So that'll
Obstacle
be
3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
How could?
So
Not even any 6s. I can't use space.
so that's how we're
How
going.
could this happen to you?
So
No.
so just to sort of set the scene for the next session.
Oh no.
So just
Somehow systematically get us lost.
So here's essentially how the next session will start. You guys will be wandering through the forest. One of you is wounded. You'll be moving very slowly, and something will probably happen. I don't know what, but something.
Something terrible, like
To be continued next week on How Fucked Are We?
Yeah, exactly. But for
I
now,
there must have been a magnetic field screwing up my compass.
Magnetic field. Whenever I hear that, I just think of Zero Escape.
I know, right? I was gonna be
The
like,
more,
magnetic
you
field
failed
is-
to reach the morphogenic
magnetic field.
field.
you're all doomed.
You're all doomed.
No. See, in a different version of this, you did succeed, and we went along our way back towards the city. But unfortunately, we're not in that timeline.
So,
Check it out. This is
Or
what you're gonna encounter.
Or what did happen is it took us longer.
let's see. So I'm going to go over everyone's beliefs about fate, all that nonsense. So
Wonderful.
Let's do that now.
I know it failed mine horribly.
Yeah, but you tried.
I know I got some of mine done, which is good.
Right. Okay. Just
I
give
at
me-
least attempted my first.
We'll see how it worked out. I just need to go grab that section.
Love how I got the literal, the exact one that I added this session I managed to use.
Okay.
That's great.
So first we're going to do what the hell? Give me a second.
Can you do mine since I have to go?
Sure. We'll do yours first.
Thank you.
I wasn't going to, but I will now.
I do have to leave kind of early. That's why I was kind of saying
Okay, belief 1.
Okay.
I don't want to raise suspicion.
I don't want to raise
with
suspicions.
her. I
Well,
won't let anything
you
rise to suspicion or
you
to
did
myself.
actually let something jeopardize the expedition. You didn't resolve that, but you did try.
I did try to get everybody out and get along.
I wouldn't really give you fate for that because
Okay, that's
essentially,
fine.
like, if you had succeeded on that roll, I'd probably give you fate.
That's fine.
Let me see what it says specifically, because I want to see like if it matters if you tried or if it's that you have to succeed.
Yes, if an orphan baby you left behind.
Somebody left their. What? No, that's not a baby. That's the sound of a crying
No.
child. That's
No.
yelling and screaming from
So-
my dog ripping into it.
So
Oh
it's,
God!
it's manifesting. Manifesting means so all you had to do was invoke it. So you did try, I guess.
Did
So
you
does
leave
that
the
count
dog
as
in
an-
the city?
Nah, the dog's probably back by that point. I mean, when we were
Wow.
relaxing, it probably finished.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
You know,
because and I'm assuming it knew where it was coming back to.
I'm debating this because you didn't succeed, but you still tried, and like you were acting on that.
Yeah, I was trying to do what I could.
So I think I will give you that fate because
Okay.
you did actually work on that belief.
Okay, cool.
You did not feed false information, but you did make friends through drinking. So I will give you both of those.
Awesome.
So that's W. I put W.
Boom, boom, boom.
Let's see. The next thing would be
Beliefs.
your instincts.
Oh, instincts, yeah. We
So
were
your
just
instincts. If I find something useful, don't let it go to waste. I didn't really see that happening.
yeah, we didn't do that yet.
Second one didn't hurt you, so it doesn't count. And then third one did, so I will give you that one.
Oh, I forgot I had the call on trait fleet of foot.
Yeah, you did. But you didn't call on it, so it doesn't count. Okay. So you can leave now if you want.
Okay, so how much fate did I get at that point?
You got 2.
Okay.
Oh, well, we need to do traits. Actually,
Well, wait.
so
You said that I got. You said I did the first and the third belief, and then you said
Yeah.
that I did the third instinct.
Yes, that's
So that's
correct.
3, right?
Yeah, that's 3.
Because you just said that I got 2.
Yeah, because you had 1 and then you went up to 4. I like.
Yeah. Okay.
So living in fear, you weren't really afraid. So that's.
Okay.
that
Thanks.
doesn't
Thanks.
count.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Guarded, no.
Over.
Arcane. I like arcane. I'll give you that one.
What were you checking out?
No, I'm gonna give her another fate for one of her other ones.
Okay.
Because she did use arcane. I liked that. That actually came up because that's what she was asking about. That's what that's what Erin was asking about. She was like, "You're kind of like, you know things that are really strange. Like that's kind of where the arcane comes from."
Mm-hmm.
So 5 fate. Now she's up 2. I'll do the next person next. So that'll be Yet. So children are good for nothing. Honestly, like, you didn't actually play that out as much as I hoped, so I'm not giving you fate for that. But I specifically figured that you would do something.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, I didn't think of those children as the same children as the town.
No, that was the whole
Yeah.
point. I
Yeah, I
specifically
didn't-
made them children so that you would, like, have a reaction to them. And yet, nothing.
Yeah, I just arrived
and yet,
when they were mostly gone.
Eloise,
It's your fault that I got bitten by children.
I will give you for your last belief, though.
Yeah.
I think we need to specify your second one a little bit more because you haven't really established how you're going to restore anything. But we'll get there.
I think my intent was by convincing the people who run the Dawnseeker program to do better.
Right. So I don't necessarily think
to make it not suicide missions.
But I will give you a fate for your last one because that does keep coming up.
That's kind of like telling the government, hey, stop doing what you're doing.
Did you want to
Pretty much.
Did you want to sort of like resolve that, or do you want to keep that last one? Because I'm okay with you resolving it if you want to like move on. Or if you want to keep.
I'll resolve it when I get back to town.
That's smart. Okay. When you see a monster,
I'll have a talking.
I try to reach safety. Now, see, I like this. I like the fact that this instinct technically didn't come into play, but you sort of.
I was also trying to stay out of danger.
Right. Yeah. I like awestruck because you brought that up, so I'll give you that one. For awestruck, because you were awestruck throughout this. I really liked that you played that up, so I will give you that one. So 6 fate for you, and then I'll move on to the next person. Aaron! Okay, explore the ruins and unearth what stories they hold. Well, you did not do that. So, and you're not planning on going back to the ruins, so you've essentially failed to do this.
I'll replace it with a different belief later.
Okay. So, Aaron failed belief. Write this in, and then I'll delete it. So I can delete this now. Okay. So you did not get any information on the fragments, so I'm going to remove this part.
Knowledge can be gathered from others. I will try to learn one thing from each of my companions.
I mean, I was gonna make the joke that you learned that like that Eloise knows a lot about demons. So
yes, I did learn that.
But doesn't know shit about squirrels.
Right. Technically, she hasn't demonstrated her knowledge, like, because she failed both times and ended up making things worse. So, but I will give you that one, technically, because you did attempt it at some point. So, I see you trying with all your heart.
I'll always try to learn new things given the opportunity.
Always listen to stories. Oh yeah, you didn't listen to the. So yeah, you basically didn't. You didn't. None of these actually affected you in any way.
I'll always keep my sword ready in a hostile environment.
Well, that didn't hurt her in any way. So.
Okay. I was trying to learn these things.
Drafted, Dawnseeker, adorable, diligent, tsundere, early riser. No. Nah. Bookworm, dual nature. Okay. So I don't think you would have gotten anything else.
So I'm changing my first one to those who oppose the Lightbringer deserve sweet divine punishment.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but I know I like that because that one is kind of good because that could apply to anyone here, including enemies, because they technically oppose your god. So I think that'll create drama later on. Because,
Yeah, it
for
will.
example, Finley is not exactly your ally, but you believe he is for the moment.
For now, he's our ally. But when he turns on us, we'll strike him down.
But you didn't actually earn any fate as far as I see it, which is very sad. So you're stuck.
That one. All I
Oh.
did was back to when I spent.
Yeah. So you're now back to what you started with. Oh boy, you're having trouble earning fate. But I like that new one that you're making. That one seems good to me. For later, more so than now, but we'll get there. Sigmund.
Yes.
So you did survive the mission. So I will give you that one.
Cool.
You did not recover anything though. So I
Yeah.
will remove that, and I'll put it here. Sigmund. So essentially, you succeeded on some things and failed on others. But I like that. I made very sure that when you guys failed stuff, that it would actually have an effect on like what you were able to get out of this.
I'll never allow everyone to speak ill of my god. And Wraith came up.
I mean, no one actually directly insulted your god. I mean, the cultists obviously are against your god, but it's not like you prevented them from profaning.
Pardon me.
Other than that, I'm okay with giving you the fate for that, so I will give you that. In fact, if you wanted to get a persona for it, well, no, you need to actually clear your name first. So, but I will give you fate for that. Okay, next is Finley.
Okay.
Finley is last.
Get the bloody.
Mac Maper, the teacher. You did try, so I will give you a fate for that.
Yeah.
There is an unhealthy. I've set up so that'll come up later. So the second one will come up later.
I only value those who have money. Otherwise, I can't take any. I'll find someone among this group who would make a good mark.
So, do you think that you've? I don't think you've made any progress on that.
I mean, I did try to make friends with the map maker, who might have money.
Right, but that you didn't like advance your scheme in any way. But I will give you a fate for the first one. The first session it made more sense because you were actually like actively trying to weed people out, but you still haven't really made any progress toward that.
Yeah.
The second one you didn't use there, so none of these came into play. Let's see. Hard-headed.
Never fight fairly didn't come into play?
Well, you didn't fight unfairly.
I mean, I ran up that tower and like tried to pot shots.
Yeah, but you didn't actually you weren't able to actually fight because the fight was over by the time you got up there.
Yeah, okay.
So, yes, I'd say that's enough for you, so you get one fate. Man, the wells is dry today. I feel like I ran a bad session. I'm blaming myself. But in exchange,
Not your fault.
I will allow you guys to pick persona stuff. So we'll do that. Anyone want to give any rewards for humor? I'm trying to think if anyone in particular had said something that made me laugh today. Because I think I got one. Who was the... I'm trying to remember, because there was something that actually made me laugh. Did anyone find anything particularly funny? I'm trying to think.
No, I don't remember.
No, okay. I guess not then.
Everything's kind of a blur for me,
Yeah.
I think there was something to do with fighting the children.
Oh yeah, it was that, but I don't think that was something that anyone who said that? I'm trying to remember.
I think I said do you have beating skill?
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely that was
beating with jumper tape.
It has to be in character, so it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so no one gets humor. No, but we did have some funny moments. I think right skill, right time. I think I'm gonna give that to for demonology.
Ooh, yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
So I will do that. So another.
Combat skills though as well. Stealthy
Uh,
and then being able to fight.
Not these are like these are like the kind of ones where it's like, oh, that was a really like weird one to have. You wouldn't normally use that, but it helped in this situation. That kind of thing. So now I'm gonna give out role playing. I'm trying to think like if anyone I'd want to give that point to. I didn't really see anything that really felt like extremely awesome, so I'm gonna hold off on that.
I actually tried to do interaction, even though I suck at it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's just your good is like average. So no, I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you. But I did appreciate that. You did a good job. I will say that. I need like if I want to give out embodiment, it really has to be something where I'm literally like impressed.
Shit, that's awesome, bro.
Which I think I gave to Sigmund last time, or I gave him MVP or something like that, because he was doing really well the first time. So Workhorse, I'm trying to think like, I'm gonna give Workhorse to Finley because he really did a lot of the work this session. He went in, he fought the children, he found a camp, he helped you with your cartography.
He got bit by a vampire.
He did a lot of stuff. I think I want to give you Workhorse. Oh, Workhorse, you get a persona. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna give you another persona point.
Who's a monkey?
I will give you that persona point because I feel like you would have earned it.
I just crush a card in my hand.
So the last one is now I'm gonna let you guys vote for MVP.
Luigi.
I'm going to assume Silver votes for himself. No, I'm just kidding. But,
Of course,
from my
I can even do
Silvers.
And I will give Carl a vote because he can.
Most valuable person or most valuable player?
Player. What happened with me?
I'll let you take a vote because you're here.
Carl.
And you watched everything.
Hmm.
So I'll start with Sigmund. Who do you want to vote for MVP? Who do you thought did the overall the best this session?
I think Silver did.
Okay. No. Yeah. I understand.
Silver.
That makes so you're both okay. So two of you are going for Silver. That's fine.
I was going to say Dustin.
Okay. So you're voting for Dustin. I could see that too.
I'm going for Dustin too.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's two for Dustin. So then Leo is the tiebreaker.
Dustin.
Okay, so Finley, you have earned MVP for generally actually doing stuff.
Yay.
I can kind of see why it would be Dustin because Dustin succeeded a lot more than Silver actually did. In the sense that first roll you made was pretty bamf and whatnot. And the spear, technically, you helped Sigmund by giving him your spear.
Yes.
So a lot of that stuff was because of you.
That's true.
Exactly. So I will give you MVP for this session. Good job. You've earned it. Mark it in my notes this time because I didn't for session 1, so I'm going to note. Finley is the MVP. Finley. Who's the MVP? Okay, cool. So I'm going to stop the broadcast.
Okay.
See you next time on Candlelight.
Yes, next time.
Where we'll all hopefully not die.
Lost
But most likely will.
Lost in the forest with a wounded leg. We'll
You'll
see
probably
what
not get attacked by a bunch of children again, or squirrels, or the
or
black lion.
Yeah, or the black lion.
This time it's vampires.
Dun, dun, dun.
I would actually like to see this vampire hunting party just randomly stumble across you guys and be like, "Oh, hello," and you're just immediately like, "No, do not talk to them."
Yeah.
It should be a party of vampire hunters, as in those that hunt vampires.
Right. Oh,
Or
not
vampires who are hunters.
No, vampires. I was looking to make the joke like they're vampire hunters. Oh, good. So they're fighting vampires. No, they're vampires who are hunting for people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Why would